fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age. Show money that I don't have, there's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook live dream. If they post a pic of me deeply, but it's pizza and burgers for dinner, you know what I mean. A snapshot of vacations that I got no money to take. Send you one of my sports cars, you know that it's a fake. Got my love loaded up with things that aren't even true. Pretending on Facebook is my thing to do. Yeah, 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 yeah.
2,000 friends, which I've never done met. A pic of my lunch is what you're gonna get. I had a post of your baby, say it's one darn cute kid. But I lied cause it's ugly, that's called an online fib. I talk about success in my job and the pending promotion, but in reality it's a psych cause I got a demotion.
Only the fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age. Show money that I don't have, there's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living a fake Facebook live dream.
You block me on Facebook without a judge, jury, or trial. I'll be creeping you the next day with a shiny new profile. See a pic of my family? Yeah, we're having a good time. Well, the joke's on you. We have not talked in 8 months or 9. I'll tell you about the weather and the stuff you don't need to know. I'll fake a good illness so the sympathy will grow. I'll ask you to donate to my made-up cause and post selfies on the daily, that ain't breaking no laws. So don't judge the life of the fake Facebook man, pretending to be happy like no one else can. All right, Kinsman, let us be one of the first ones to formally welcome Miss Jones to Timmins, Ontario.
Yeah.
There it is.
Woo.
Welcome to Timmins. Amazing.
Yes.
And you know what? The minute we walk through the doors today, this place is beautiful, pal.
If you can see behind us on the Miss Jones cam, this place is gorgeous. It is so luxurious. You need to come see us, 2125 Riverside Drive in the Home Depot Plaza. You can't miss it, and you don't want to miss it today. Grand opening. This is brand new. Let's welcome this local business to the city of Timmins, and guess what? 10% off all week long. So 10% off today, all week long, to celebrate the grand opening.
Right. And do you know what the Timmins location's called?
The Golden Post.
The Golden City Outpost. Awesome, dude. The Golden City Outpost.
Golden City Outpost.
Totally
Yes.
tremendous. I love the fact, you know that they have 21 locations.
21 locations.
This is the 21st that they opened. Isn't it awesome?
They are awesome.
Totally tremendous.
And they're traveling around showcasing this luxurious new spot for cannabis in the province and, of course, the city of Timmins. And we want to give a shout out to Daniel, store manager, James, the assistant store manager. We've got Peter, the regional operations manager, and Jesse, the regional operations manager here on site, and Hannah, who's going to, she's going to greet you and give you 10% off. She's staffed here for opening day.
Yeah, they're staffed here for opening day, and we're going to be able to, showcase the store, some of the merchandise. I love their merch, Kinsman. Their merch is
great.
class.
We're going to showcase their merch. They've got some great hats, great T-shirts. They have top of the line merch. Should I go grab one of the hats right now?
You should go grab one of the hats.
Let me go grab one.
I think you need to get me a hat and get me a hoodie. That's the first thing you got to do, pal.
Well, look at these.
Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that lid right there.
Nice new lids.
Isn't that tremendous?
Yeah, tremendous.
You got to get me a lid. You got to get me a hoodie. You got to get it all for me here today, Kinsman.
I'm
You know,
be putting it up again.
start your Christmas shopping early, my friend. But Kinsman's already getting too excited. He's walking around the store already, and the stream just started a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Check out the hoodies.
These are nice, comfy hoodies. Hang on here. Let's open it up there. Whoops. There it is there. Miss Jones.
Yeah, it is sharp. So if you go to their webpage, you can see all their awesome merchandise, and they're going to keep stocking the Timmins location, the Golden City Outpost. And you know what? Later on, I'm going to show you, because I said 21 locations. I'm going to show you the names of the other locations. I love it. They're
all over the province.
They're very creative people.
They're starting to make their map and figure their way through the province, and they've made it to Timmins. And again, look how luxurious it is behind us. You got to see it to believe it. And again, 2125 Riverside Drive, Home Depot Plaza. That's where we are, and you do not want to miss it. And again, 10% off. You don't want to miss that.
You don't want to miss that. And we're going to have an opportunity to speak to some of the folks from the corporate office and speak to the local faces that you're going to see every single day when you come into Miss Jones. I love this Miss Jones. I love this name.
I love the name.
I'm so used to, what's that song?
Mr. Jones from the Counting Crows, right? This is Mrs. Jones.
I always thought I always wondered what Mrs. Jones was up to, and now we know, topping Mr. Jones.
That's right. Counting Crows talking about Mr. Jones, Miss Jones. Here's the other half of that song, and just an amazing again. Their Golden City Outpost in Timmins, 2125 Riverside Drive, just west of downtown core. Home Depot Plaza is where we're at, and Miss Jones is your cannabis confidant. And their outpost exists to give you carefully curated cannabis products and experiences in addition to any answers and advice you may be looking for. They also know what's good. We're happy to help, and they're happy to help behind us. Hannah's here to answer all your questions. Again, the regional operations managers are here to answer all your questions.
All right, so let's say some hi to some folks. So, hello, Miss Jones Cannabis.
Hi.
There we go.
Miss Jones Cannabis.
There's my
B-Rad from Vancouver tuning in.
Right.
Hi, B-Rad.
I seen the word cannabis, so I showed up. You really know how to grab my attention, guys. And he's also saying, if they have a lighter, grab me one, and because he's serious, he collects them. I'll definitely do that for you, Brad. He's sending you support from
always
Vancouver,
supporting
BC.
for Vancouver. Yeah,
that's right.
In a totally different time zone, still tunes into Kids and Plop. There's the Kidsman rules. That's from Adam. Adam always tuning in. Thanks, Adam. Sarah J. Wing. We saw her yesterday.
And show me the deals. Yeah, we're here for 3 hours. Yeah, we're going to showcase the deals. We're going to showcase how amazing this location looks. How long did you figure it took them to get this together? Because you know nothing about contracting.
A while. I'm trying to picture what was in here before.
Right. You
But
know nothing about contracting, right?
So I don't know about contracting.
It would take you, 25 years even to get a rug down?
It would. Yeah. And again, they've got some nice rugs behind us. And again, Sarah, we can tell you this deal, 10% off all week long, 10% off right now for their grand opening. So if you can come up here and check them out, make sure you do. Yeah, and they'll walk you through the big giant signs. It's very it's user friendly when you walk in here. The sign, everything is visible. I don't know if you're going to be asking too many questions. Everything is laid out. Extracts. They've got the accessories. Everything is laid out in stone. But if you do have the questions, regional operations managers are here. Peter and Jesse. James here, Daniel, and of course Hannah to take you through the experience of Miss Jones.
But speaking of, asking questions, so everyone's, has different experiences. So that's why, the bud tenders, the minute that you walk through the door, they're there to greet you and answer any questions you have. Mm-hmm. And you know what I love, Kinsman? I've told you this before. I love seeing smiling faces of employees, and that's the minute we walked in the door.
You're greeted by a big wall of amazing photos. And again, each store, if you went to any other location where these stores are, they're all, it's like you're walking into the exact same atmosphere, and they're all greeting you with these amazing pictures. And again, it's designed to grab your attention. And again, look at the atmosphere behind us. Customers in there enjoying their 10% off. This is the first time. They had a bit of a soft launch yesterday. This is the real deal to put their bud tenders to the test.
Now I agree with you. the paintings are first class, but I'm more talking about the smiles from the employees when you walked in, because really it comes down to customer service, right?
Yeah.
That's, to me, is what makes a business stand out. People with a big smile on their face, happy to answer all the questions that you have, an awesome atmosphere, because, when you come into Mrs. Jones, it's a good day. Right?
It's a good day.
It's a good day, and people are very passionate about what they do. And we're going to circulate the Miss Jones cam around the store to show you, how much quality imprint went into this place.
That's right.
And we love it, my friend. Let's check Sheila. You guys are getting around today, yeah?
Yeah, busy Saturday.
Right.
Thanks, Sheila.
And,
Lots to cover.
tagging,
They need two teams of us to get around, but we're trying. There's B-Rad again. Most weed stores I've been in are very nice and modern looking and bright. Well, not as bright as this one, B-Rad. This is really bright.
Yeah,
Look at it. It's like a study.
It is like
right?
a study. Now you're an older guy, Kinsman, and you're going to tell me it looks like Clue, like the
That's
board
what
game.
I said earlier.
Is that what you're going to say?
That's
Colonel
right.
Mustard,
Colonel
with
Mustard's
the wrench
gonna come out with the wrench
in the study.
That's right, in the study.
You're wrong. It was Professor Plum, I think. But nonetheless, yes, you can tell a lot of care and quality went into this, and it's like, I felt like it's a high-class boutique in New York City that I came into.
Yeah, that's
Totally
you
tremendous.
get that feel. It is a very classy feel in here.
It is a classy feel, but the big celebration is we are celebrating
A new business in the city of Timmins.
Yeah, new business in Timmins. And that is awesome. And they're hiring local people to run the business. So these are we're going to chat to these people, because these are the
They're
people.
going to come on.
you'll
We're going to hear
every
from
day.
Hannah. Hannah's, the one of the newest bud tenders in this city. And again, we'll find out how cool it is to work with Mrs. Jones.
Yes.
And the Golden City Outpost.
The
I love the
Golden-
name. I love the name.
the
And
Golden City Outpost.
they've got pretty cool business cards too. I love these business cards. There you go.
You like that?
You can grab that when you come on in here.
That's a lot cooler than our business cards, because we don't have any.
We don't have any.
We don't have
cards.
any, but
we're not as
but
cool as James and Jesse and
That's
Peter and Daniel and Hannah.
Maybe we're going to have to talk to the Mrs. Jones marketing team. They can help us out with our cards.
Well, maybe. I like it. You know
in our
what?
branding.
You get business cards and they're like flimsy.
Yeah.
These are awesome cards.
That's
I
right.
like these.
Well, you're cheap,
That
Vince, and
is
you always
a
get
good
cheap
business
pay for
card.
you. But nonetheless, this is their 21st location opening up these years, and these folks know how to do it right.
They know how to
And
do it right.
they have a core group of people that come to these grand openings, and they know how to welcome themselves into a community. And we know the community is super excited, because it's good news. And let's face it, the last couple of years been tough for a lot of people. And today we're celebrating. We're celebrating.
We are celebrating. And, I know a lot of people, if you're into the vaping, they've got some brand new products in here when it comes to the vaping products. And again, any questions, comments, concerns, all their bud tenders have all the details for you.
Yeah, and there's a very nice aroma in here.
I love
like
it. You know what? It smells like when they, is it sage?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Or I'm getting the word wrong here.
You're stumped again.
Yeah, no,
I'm always stumping you, Kinsman.
You know when you're trying to get rid of the bad omens in the
Right.
area. You know what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah.
Is it burning sage? Or,
Yeah,
it
is like state.
yeah.
It
But
is like
it's
sage.
got a nice smell here. I was going to say it's got a nice aroma in here.
Aroma, that's right. Are the products grown in the north? Well, we actually are going to be having on many different, Sheila, a few different folks from the Mrs. Jones Cannabis Outpost team, and they're going to answer all those questions, because we do have a lot of questions from them, and not just about their branding, but coming into these communities and being successful now in 21 communities is a pretty big deal. That means you know how to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's totally tremendous here, pal. And I'm going to get that camera, and we're going to do like a 360 degree
view. And again, if you want to see your own in-person view, 2125 Riverside Drive is where we are at.
Right. So if someone, say someone in Timmins, because we're in Timmins, goes 2125 Riverside Drive, like where is that?
The Canadian Tire lot.
Right. So you know what that means.
Yeah.
You're going to pull in. You're going to have ample parking. You don't get charged for parking here.
No.
Right. Plenty of parking. You can park right in front of the store. You're in and you're out.
In fact, it's right across from the Susie Salo there.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So right in that lot.
You
Lots of parking beside our cars.
You didn't think the Home Depot Canadian Tire was a good enough reference? You had to give them a third store?
Yeah.
It
you
is.
even go back the old Michael's location.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
We're right in that area.
And go back to when it was all trees 70 years ago.
Horse and buggy came through here.
I think people get the gist of it.
They get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Get yourself to Home Depot, and you do not want to miss it. Miss Jones is the newest cannabis operation in the city of Timmins in the province of Ontario. And again, a new local business has opened up. And come and check out what these bud tenders have. And again, 10% off today for the grand opening and 10% off all week as they celebrate their grand opening here today.
Right. And then you're going to say, well, what happens after this week? Do they still have deals? Do they still have specials? They do. And they got some that happen every single week. And throughout the day today, we're actually going to be showcasing that. We have a couple of videos to show, and we're going to be telling the backstory about Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost and what they've been doing for communities and what they stand for. Even if you're saying, listen, I'd love to be a bartender. You know, not only do I want to shop there, I want to work there. We're going to give you information on how you'd be able to do that. So lots going on today.
You could drop your resume off and be employed here at Miss Jones.
Are you ready for this rocket ride?
I am ready for this rocket ride.
You better be ready for this rocket ride.
There's more customers coming in. Again, 10% off, whatever's in the store, 10% off for you and your purchases.
Well, one of the things that they're doing really well is the fact that, when you come into Mrs. Jones, they want you to feel relaxed and at home. And they knock that right out of the park, my friend.
Yeah.
They knock that right out of the park, and you get that welcoming atmosphere, which is perfect for a smaller community like us, right? Mm-hmm. That's the type of things people are looking for. Number two, you're going to see local faces working here every day. So you're going to come and get to know these are the people that are going to have your back. And whether you have limited or full experience in the products, they're here to help you out.
Yeah, they're here to help you out. They've got the knowledge, and of course, you know them. They're not an unfamiliar face. You know them. They're familiar right here in our own city. And again, that's the crucial point of shopping local. Support these local businesses when they open up, and hopefully they will thrive, and they will if you come on in here. And again, 2125 Riverside Drive is where we're at for the grand opening of Miss Jones.
Yeah, very, very exciting.
Yeah.
We love when new businesses open up, my friend. And I love chatting with the faces. And it's just, the minute we came in, we started talking with Hannah. Mm-hmm. And, Hannah, we say, hey, Hannah, we're going to have a chat about with you about your job. She goes, oh, I absolutely love my job, right? The big smile on her face. And I've mentioned this before. There's not a lot of places where someone's talking about their job, their place of employment, the people that they work with, where they get, overly excited about. It's usually, okay, I got to go to work and it's a paycheck. But not here. No. Not here at all. They're very passionate about what they do.
Very passionate about what they do. And again, the bud tenders are all trained to answer all the questions you have. So come and check out Hannah and the new staff. And again, it's not too often you get to chat with the operation managers of the business. All right. They're here to open up their new Timmins store. Mm-hmm. Hannah, she's the local bud tender that has been hired on to take you through the ropes. Mm-hmm. And again, we'll chat with Daniel, store manager here in a little bit. James, Peter, and Jesse. James, the assistant store manager, and Peter and Jesse, the operations manager.
Are you going to hog all the interviews like you usually do? Or are you going to let me have a conversation?
I'm going to let you have a conversation.
All right. It's about time because I want to chat with these folks too, right?
Yes,
right, pal? Okay. Yeah. Don't be greedy. It's around Christmas time. And you know what else I want to do today is that I want to take the camera outside because when I drove by the outside of the building today, I'm like, now that's something that pops out of me,
isn't it? And we were over there getting our Christmas trees. The Club Richelieu was over there, and we could see the sign from way over there. That's how eye-catching and appealing that sign is.
Yeah, you liked it?
I liked it. Yeah, Miss Jones.
You didn't have any hand in designing that.
Didn't have a hand in the design.
Professionals.
And when you walk in here, you can almost see it by your hat there, Jamie. The back here, the Miss Jones, the little It's like a little Miss Jones montage as you're going up to the cashier and to the bud tenders there, which we'll see on our tour.
Yeah, that's right. And they have this awesome, like, I'm going to call it the vertical widescreen television. So when you come in, it's going to be a bunch of graphic designs and flyers. They're going to tell you about all the current deals and some of the products I'm staring at. I keep wanting to stare at it because it looks really cool.
Isn't it?
But
it's
yeah,
like a motion
and that's
sign.
awesome. Because listen, when you come into Mrs. Jones, this is not a thing to be rushed. You don't need to feel rushed to get in and out, relax and enjoy the ambience. It's very classy, it's super classy and I love it. And, maybe this is a place I'm going to stick around for a long time.
That's right.
It might be tough to get me back to Porcupine after seeing this place, kids.
Right.
I'm telling you.
And again, once you come in here, customers coming through to, experience Miss Jones, this is where you need to be. And, if you go and just Google search Miss Jones, you're going to see all the locations pop up. And of course, you'll see the one that has just opened up here at 2125 Riverside Drive here in Timmins.
Yeah, 2125 Riverside Drive. As Kinsman says, the Home Depot Plaza. Such a fancy term, but you get where it is. And let's celebrate today the fact that it's a new business opening up in the community to serve you, and strong care about customer service. That's their focal point.
Yeah.
So they want to make this like an experience for you. That's why, they have the musical ambience playing in the background. That's why all the products are cleverly placed. That's why they have the digital screen talking about the products. That's why they've hired professional bud tenders who are there to serve you no matter what your experience level is. They want you to make it. You come in with a smile, you leave with a bigger smile.
That's right.
And that's the motto here, because this is not like going to get knee surgery, something unpleasant. This isn't like taking the garbage out when it's minus 30.
You want to do, yeah. So
yeah, that's right.
If you are in certain products, with the cannabis world, you want to check out Miss Jones and what they have to offer. And again, 10% off this week. Am I saying it right? We're going to ask about terpenes.
Terpenes?
Yeah, terpenes here. We've heard all about this talk about terpenes in the world of cannabis, but what exactly is a terpene? Basically, it's a compound that's found in almost any kind of organic material and gives weed its particular aroma, flavor, and personality. It is mainly found in plants and foods and is responsible for regeneration, immune system, and oxygenation. It also supports other cannabis molecules by creating the effect we're all looking for when interacting with THC and CBD. So if you're into those types of products, again, ask the bud tenders and they'll put you into the right direction.
And there we go. And
there's Hannah there.
There's Hannah there.
Yeah.
Busy at work.
Yeah, busy at work. They've just stocked this place to the nines. And ready for everybody to come on in here for the open house. It's a great day to have a grand opening. Why not? It's a Saturday, and come and see them out. 2125 Riverside Drive.
And I think once again, like, they picked a pretty good day, almost a perfect day, because it's pretty cold out there. Let's face it. We're up north, Timmins, Ontario. We're getting close to Christmas. That means it's freeze your butt off season. Now imagine, you're in that cold car like we were. You barely heat up your car at all, Kinsman. So it's always an ice box. You walk into here, boom, 180-degree shift. It's got the beautiful smell. It's warm. It's welcoming. It's elegant. Smiling faces. It's a perfect day because you can really get the big pop when you come in here, right?
You get the big pop when you come in here. And again, when you do come in here, if you're looking for employment, bring yourself a resume. You can join the Golden City Outpost team here at Miss Jones. As here at Miss Jones, they're more than just a cannabis confidant. Their crew passionate about understanding their customers to provide the best experience to every guest that walks in, so including you. So come and visit us today and drop your resume off, and you're going to be very pleased. 100% wow factor when you walk in here. 2125 Riverside Drive, located right here in the Home Depot Plaza.
How many times are you going to say Home Depot Plaza? You love that word, don't you?
I do.
But you know what that means to people who are coming here? It means it's easy to find.
Yeah.
It's accessible. You don't have to put change in a parking meter. No one carries change anymore, anyways. And it's too cold to dig in your pockets and get change. You're gonna pull up. Kids are parked right at the front door, of course, but you can almost pull up right to the front door, walk right in, and start your experience right away.
Right now.
They were clever with this location. Because we were wondering the last little while, we'd seen some activity here. We were wondering what was going to come in this location.
And then boom, it's
and
Miss
now,
Jones.
And the cat's out of the bag, as you usually say, right? Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost. I love all the work that they've done with the expansion of their stores. I've been following some of the other stores and other communities they've been in, Barrie and North Bay.
Yeah.
And they run some awesome stuff specifically for those communities, which is very cool, which means like they're here to stay. So, if this is the product of your choice, you got to come in and see them and give them an opportunity to wow you, because the staff here is amazing. The products are amazing. The merch is top, like 100% top. You got to go to the Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost webpage and just check it out.
Check it out for yourself.
It's tremendous.
And then take a tour through here in person. And again, 10% off today, 10% off all week long.
Yeah, there we go, pal. Super, super exciting. And, I can't wait to showcase one of the videos that we have that talks about the backstory of Miss Jones Cannabis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited for that?
I'm excited for this. And did you know, when you come through here, different products and innovative ideas when it comes to, the cannabis product. Miss Jones brings to the line Cannabis Beverages. Curious? Well, guess what? Cannabis infused beverages come in many flavors and varieties, such as sparkling or flat waters, ready-made teas, and tea bags, all containing THC, CBD, or both. And again, you can go through a nice, walk through with the bud tenders, and they'll walk you through. Maybe it's something that you didn't even know that you could get, THC or CBD in a tea bag.
Yeah. It comes in a variety types of forms now. And we all, what we tell people is it's the right thing to educate yourself and say, you know what? Yeah, I can Google it. I can talk to my friends about it. But if you're looking like for a different perspective from people that work here, that work in the industry, that know it really well, this is the place to come in and ask your questions, because that's why they're here. They're not just here like to sell you a product. They're here to have a discussion with you and find out, what your needs for, what you're looking for, because it varies from person to person.
Yeah.
And that's why they're specialists in their field. And that's why the customer service to me is the number one thing. It's the number one thing that they stand for. They know, like Miss Jones, there's a lot of options out there.
Yeah, lots of options.
So this is why they want your business, but they're doing it the right way.
They got to have their neck just a little higher than the others to get through. They each have something different. So come on in here and find out what the Miss Jones secret is. 2125 Riverside Drive. And again, 10% off. You can't beat it. So, it's worth a tour. Check it out for the first time today.
Well, and of course, and once again, this is a company that's investing in our community of Timmins, Ontario. Mm-hmm. First of all, they took a vacant building and now they've populated it and completely renovated it. It looks tremendous. I got to get to that camera and do the 360 because I keep talking about it.
I think we should do the 360.
Yeah, we will do. 2, they're investing in our community by hiring local people to run their store.
Yes.
The manager, the assistant manager, and the bud tenders.
They thrive on getting in there, yes.
So it's a big day, and they're really community involved, these folks, and they're involved in all the 21 communities in which they serve. To me, that's a big reason to celebrate here in Timmins, Ontario today. And, it's not like they just did a pop-up shop and it opened up in a couple days. A lot of time and effort was put into getting this location together and making it look amazing. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you have an enjoyable time. We've had a chance to witness it, by the way, because we've been watching, customers come in and chat with the bud tenders and have a good conversation and welcome them to the city. And I love the fact that everyone's greeted with this smile and this pleasant experience because it's an experience, right? This isn't going to buy a chocolate bar at the convenience store. There's no experience in that. Give me my Kit Kat and you're on your way. Give me my lotto ticket and I'm on the way. This is completely different, right? This is a full experience. And it's
full
pretty
experience.
awesome, dude. It's pretty awesome.
It is a pretty awesome experience. And again, why should you talk to a bud tender? Again, if you go to the Miss Jones website, you're going to see exactly that. It's all laid out in stone. Miss Jones Outposts are in an in-person environment where you can come in to learn about cannabis products, explore the diverse range of products available, ask questions. And their outposts exist to give you carefully curated cannabis products and experiences in addition to any answers and advice you may be looking for. And again, all that advice right here with their bud tenders. Hannah, the newest bud tender on the block, here, 2125 Riverside Drive. You can come in and chat with Hannah tonight.
You're really excited to talk with Hannah, aren't you?
Yeah, well, Hannah greeted us. She was our first face. She was the first face we saw coming in and greeted us, pointed us to where we needed to go, and said she was so excited to, showcase what there is to be showcased here at Miss Jones.
Well, and you know what I loved about when we first met Hannah? She's talking about probably what I would be talking about. It's these paintings when you first come in, and it's almost like, once again, like you're walking through a hallway to greet you. And I do like that. And she mentioned that, and she's like, "How awesome are these?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, of course." Like, it's the first thing I was thinking about.
Yeah, and again, you walk in there, it's like you're walking through a wall of fame, and it's pictures that they have sat down and said, you know what, I like this photo, and the staff and all the operations managers said, this grabs my attention coming in. I wanted to make it feel warm and inviting, and again, you'll see the wall of fame when you come in here. Now, and again, it's worth a tour. Come on up here, 2125 Riverside Drive. Do not want to miss their grand opening today.
When I go to your house, Kisman, you have no paintings, you have no decor, you have nothing on the wall.
No inviting wow factor.
I don't feel welcomed when I come to your house.
The floor mat's a little crooked.
Yeah,
not even.
No vacuuming done.
If you got OCD, you throw your wrench into left field there.
So they don't take your mentality. The mentality is like they're bringing you with this, like, what do they call it? Not a virtual hug, but like a hug that you feel.
Yeah.
It's a welcoming thing. Like I really thought, hey, I'm downtown New York City. I'm going into this high-end boutique, and the place looks amazing.
It does.
I love it.
And again, it's got. I'm still trying to peg. When you're trying to get rid of the, when you're having a bad day, the bad omens, demons, and all that stuff. You light something, and am I saying it's saging?
You're stuck on that.
It's on the top of my tongue,
it is,
but it's gone.
But you're not going to just say you have a stressful day, right? And you're sort of wound up, and it's been a long week. I'm telling you, that's going to disappear when you walk into here. This is a calming, relaxing atmosphere. And this experience, that's the word. We were chatting with a couple of the guys here today. It's an experience when you come here. It's just not shop and leave. It's a total experience, and I think they really nailed that perfectly.
And this is what their motto is here. The campaign was to ask Canadians to reimagine their cannabis retailer as a local cannabis beverage outlet. Did you know this? Reminding them that they sell drinks too, but they're just a different kind. Come to your local Miss Jones Outpost nearest you, which is here, 2125 Riverside Drive, and they're here to educate, answer questions, and to help you explore the world of cannabis infused beverages.
Now, I'm going to go grab the Miss Jones cam and do like a 360.
A bit of a 360.
Because we've been bragging about it, but unfairly, we got it. The camera can only focus on one thing at a time. Let's do the 360.
Maybe you can grab Hannah there. There's Hannah can take you on a bit of a grand tour here.
We're gonna
that was my mask.
That's your mask?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's an unwashed mask. Okay, so we will. I'm gonna go do that.
I know we're close, but we don't share masks. There you go.
Yeah, this one smells freshly cleaned.
Yeah, there you go.
It makes sense. All right, Kinsman. I'm gonna now you watch this. I'm gonna show you how amazing.
Sounds good, buddy. So here we are, 2125 Riverside Drive, Miss Jones Cannabis Outposts, Golden City Outpost, the Timmins location. There's Hannah working the counter there. I'm going to take you off mute there, Jamie. You're now live to the world now.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm very close to you, so you may hear a bit of an echo. But I really just wanted to do this to give you a full 360-degree view. And then pretty soon we're going to chat with Hannah on the show. We can't wait for that. That is going to be tremendous.
You can actually see me in your background, Mark. But
I can see in the background, and yeah, there is a slight echo, but still, it's nice to hear your voice while you're.
oh, you don't need to hear my voice.
What would mute you? There you go. All right, I can hear you. You tell me what you're seeing there, and I'll relay it here to our viewers.
Well, I just really want to show people how welcoming and amazing this place looks. That's the first thing that I want to do.
And again, you see those giant signs when you walk through here, very easily laid out for the eye, very eye appealing. And again, all these stores, you can see me over there chatting to Jamie while we're on this tour. Again, just a beautiful store here. Miss Jones, 2125 Riverside Drive, 10% off today, 10% off all week, and celebrate their grand opening. They had a bit of a soft launch yesterday. A few customers came through to iron out their, the kinks in the cashier's department, all the technology. And there's Hannah there working behind the desk. The newest bud tender to the city of Timmins. Isn't that beautiful? They've got some great artwork and ties to the Miss Jones franchise.
I'm going to show you the hallway, okay?
Okay.
You come and take me from there, Mark.
And this is the entrance. And take us to the wall of the pictures there, the wall of fame when you walk in here. A very elegant entrance.
Isn't this amazing?
Miss Jones.
This does not look like your place. Your place, you wish your place looked as good as this, Mark. But very welcoming. The minute
I wouldn't be able to hang pictures that neat and tidy.
And I'm going to go brave the cold and show you the outside.
Okay. There now your mic is on. You can talk to us from outside now.
Can you hear me, my friend?
We can hear you, and we can see the front. There's the front right there. Miss Jones. Cannabis Outpost. Again, you don't want to miss this. Seen it under construction for a while now. It is now open for business, and today is the grand opening day here on this Saturday. Look at that, some fine snow falling. It's a nice day to come up and check out and have a chat with one of the newest bud tenders and the staff here. Again, everybody here to greet you. We've got the store manager Daniel on site. James, he's the assistant store manager. Peter is the regional operations manager, and Jesse also the regional operations manager. So here they are, all to cater to your cannabis needs. And again,
this is
when you
your
walk
walk-in experience. What do you think?
That looks pretty good. I'm gonna mute your mic there and give you the narration as he brings the Miss Jones cam coming back. There I am. Right there.
Looks completely tremendous. It looks amazing in here, Mark. Doesn't it really?
It does. And again, if you want to check it out, whatever products you're currently using, you'll find products and then some, 10% off today and 10% off all this week, a part of the grand opening. So there, Jamie's back from the Miss Jones cam.
Yes, that's right. So that's a 360-degree tour, and once again, the outside looks amazing. We love the welcoming experience. They even opened up the door for me. Do you know that?
Yeah. Chivalry is not dead here at Miss
Chivalry
Jones.
is not dead, but
we got some new comments coming through here.
Hello,
Hey guys, hi Janice. Wanted to give a shout out to Janice. Janice hanging out with my boys while Papa's working here.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, so big thanks to Janice, the heart of gold.
Well, the old Michael's location.
That's where we are. Yeah,
and they've done a lot of work since it was that location.
Yeah.
And once again, everything's in the detail to create the experience, my friend.
That's it.
And that's exactly what they're doing here. And we want, folks to realize that we're celebrating a grand opening folks from Timmins are working here. These are the people that you're going to see on a daily basis. You know, the bud tenders, the manager, the assistant manager. There's a friendly face right there.
Yeah.
And I'm just loving the way that they're greeting the customers as they come through the door. They even opened up the door.
Oh,
for someone.
and earlier we should mention before we went live, it is pet friendly here. If you've got pets, bring them in. There was a dog in here checking things out, you know, putting their paws up. You know, even the dogs want to come in here and experience a Miss Jones. You know,
Well, it is
an experience.
Yeah, and we did, and we actually seen a dog come in here.
Yeah, the dog came in.
It's pet friendly. Everyone's welcome in.
Yes,
they even let you through the door. Can you believe it?
They let us through the door.
I didn't
right?
say us. I said you, pal. But yeah, totally tremendous. And I think, you know, we're eventually going to wave.
We're going to wave one of them over
Hannah,
here. You know what? Maybe
Hannah,
we can get Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah, or, you know, there's a few of them that we want to chat to about today. And I want to know what really goes into creating a grand opening up a new location.
Well, they've done this 20 some odd times now, and you know, how do they keep it fresh for each and every, you know, city for the store opening?
Yeah, because, you know, it's just not like you can do some of the things the same, but some of the things are community specific, right? Yeah. And I love the fact that in each community, every store gets a different variation of name. So in Timmins, it's the Golden City Outpost.
Yeah.
I love that name, right?
But all the other cities have a unique name tied.
All the other cities have a unique. Do you want to see what the? Are you getting excited to see
I'm getting
what the other names are?
Just to see, because you know, someone out there saying, I think there's a Miss Jones in North Bay.
Well, they would be right. There would be a Miss Jones in North Bay. Now let me see here, Kinsman. All right, so let's take a look here. So once again, I told you 21. All 21 are listed here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from Kings West, Fort York, Osgood, White Oaks, Sunshine City,
Cambridge on there, Barrie, Brantford,
Hapsler, Bell City, McCune,
even as far down
Elliott Lake,
as Welland, Goderich, Stouffville, Valcarran, North Bay, and of course Timmins right here with the Golden City Outpost.
I want to know how they came up with the name Golden City Outpost. Timmins.
I think we're going to have to ask one of the bartenders, one of the regional operations managers who is going to join us on the show. And again, MissJonesCannabis.com. That's the website. Everything is at your fingertips, from shop to what's good, careers, and the locations where we're at here, 2125 Riverside Drive. Or if you're out of the viewing area, you can find the nearest, Miss Jones nearest you.
Yeah, that's right. And the webpage is very accessible. It gives you all that information. But yeah, it's super exciting. Now, I'm assuming the Golden City Outpost, because we're a mining town with a lot of gold. Yeah. I'm going to guess it, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. But I think it's a very clever name. They could have called it Winter City, Cold City, all those other names.
Yeah, Golden City.
That makes me feel sort of warm.
As they say, the city with a heart of gold. Maybe it was tied in with that moniker.
I would think so. You're pretty clever today.
Pretty clever.
But you're pretty excited for the, the grand opening. You mentioned that they did the soft opening yesterday and the grand opening today. That means the doors have only been open for 2 days. So it's a freshly minted store. But a lot of work and care went into this grand opening. So if cannabis, if you're like, okay, well, I've been to a few different cannabis stores and to me, they're all the same. I'll just stick to where I'm going. I tell you, you're going to be wrong, because it's all going to start with the customer experience.
Yeah.
And that's definitely what they, excel in. Number one. Yes, the ambience is very beautiful. Yes, the building is very beautiful. Yes, the products are awesome. Yes, they have a lot of great sales and details. The merch is amazing. Yes to everything. Mm-hmm. But on top of the priority list is your customer service experience. And I know this for a fact because they mentioned the word experience a bunch of times since we've been here. And they want you to come in here and continuously to come in here. And they're going to win you with this experience.
With their experience, their knowledge and compassion and passion to towards these products. And again, ask about the cannabis infused beverages. That is something that they lined across and introduced to their chain back in June. So it's still relatively new. So if you're interested, cannabis infused beverages, come in and ask the questions, and they'll take you through everything you need to know.
Amanda's tuning in from the Science Center with Sophia. So thank you very much,
Hi, Amanda.
Amanda. Yeah, we'd love to see you come down and check it out. And we just love, businesses that invest in our community, because we know that, that they're here to stay.
And the money that comes in here, it stays right here in the community.
Well, yeah, and especially when, they're hiring local people to run their organization. So they can go anywhere. They need a store manager, assistant manager. They can go anywhere.
Instead of bringing everybody in from, Toronto to, house a Timmins location, they bring in Timmins in surrounding area, employees to house in Timmins.
Because the heartbeat of it is this.
Small business.
So people who work at the corporate office oversee the big picture. And yes, they're here to help get the startup, make sure it's right for the community. But once they leave to manage, they're looking after all 21 stores. They definitely want local people in here dealing with local customers, people who know our community, know our people, know what they like, know what they dislike.
Yeah.
And that's the flavor that you're going to get in here today. And I think that's totally tremendous. And, my Kins and Klomp hat off to them for doing that. And you're like, okay, well, listen, show me some local faces. We are going to show you some local faces.
Yeah, we're going to bring Hannah on. We're going to bring the operations managers on. And again, hi, Louise. Always love the hellos on the show.
We love the hellos, and we'd like to see some hellos in person, because we are here from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
6 o'clock.
celebrating the grand opening of another local business in our community. So listen, people are easy to get trapped in negative news. That's an easy trap, and we're quick to forget that a lot of good things are happening in Timmins, in our communities, in the surrounding communities, and this is definitely one for the bucket list right now. Celebrating this grand opening, my friend. All right, Kinsman. So what I want to do is I put something together, because
a bit of a reel.
Yeah, well, not just a bit of a reel, a little bit. They're like,
a little
people
bit of
are like,
a backstory to how Miss Jones came about.
Yeah, because people are going to say, well, okay, maybe they've never heard of Miss Jones, or more likely they did when they're in 21 communities. But for the folks that haven't, what do they stand for? What are they about? Where did they come for? What do they believe in? We got a bit of a story here for you. And I also going to tell you about some of the awesome things that you're going to see every week, just not for the grand opening, every single week. Are you ready, pal?
We're ready for it. Let's check it out. And we're back here, Miss Jones, Cannabis Outpost, Golden City Outpost, here at 2125 Riverside Drive, the grand opening. Kins and Klomp Live, we're up here and here to chat with the new store manager of Miss Jones. Daniel, welcome to Kins and Klomp Live, and thanks for the invite for this grand opening here today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Glad to be here for our grand opening day. Super exciting to be here.
So tell us a bit about your background. How did you land as the store manager for Miss Jones?
For sure. I mean, definitely lots of years in retail, specifically mostly at Walmart as of recently as a manager there. Also came from 15 stores in the cell phone industry. So managing multiple stores there, which kind of relates kind of closely to this, similar products from different vendors, helping the customers figure out, which vendor, which strain. It's very similar, so very transferable here. And, personally, I've always been a recreational user.
Okay.
So I've, had many, dipping my toes in the water, so to speak, with different companies, but Miss Jones kind of really spoke to me.
It popped out as that mural that Jamie just showcased a second ago on the Miss Jones cam. It popped out and said, you know what, Daniel, this is something you need to do. And here we are. You're now part of the Miss Jones family.
Absolutely. And super excited. I actually had never been in one until I started my training, but lots of pictures, lovely days of the internet. There's lots of stuff there I was able to look at. And then, speaking to people during the interview process, that was a really big, decision maker, just because, the vibe you got from them, that they were just laid back. They were just chill. It was, we're everyday people. We're all here for the same reason.
All for the same reason. Speaking of hires, we've seen Hannah, who's going to join us on the show a little bit later on. Still room for some employment here. Should people be dropping off resumes?
They could drop off resumes. We also is online as well on Indeed. And even on our website, you can fill out your information and what location you're interested in, and then we can reach out to you as well.
Excellent stuff. Now, the big question, Jamie and I were wondering, now all the stores, if you go to the Miss Jones website, they're all uniquely named. Now, the Timmins Golden City Outpost, is it? We had a hunch it was tied to, the city with a heart of gold. Is there a story behind the naming?
Yep. So you're definitely right. It is to do with the city of the heart of gold. When Timmins started, it was they found 3 gold mines, and they actually combined more gold than the Klondike Gold Rush and the California Gold Rush combined. So the first settlers here, they found those, which gave the city the heart of gold. And that seemed like an easy choice at that point. And though that's why the city was named it. So we're like, you know what, Golden City Outpost, like it just works perfectly.
It just, that also shot out at you and was a no-brainer. Now, when people come in and talk to the bud tenders, you said there's a lot of different, places and, similar places when it comes to the cannabis product. What is unique about a Miss Jones experience?
Yeah, with Miss Jones here, we very much designed it so that way. I mean, we have that very welcoming feel, like stay a while. We're not here to get you in and out. We're very much about, kind of hang out with us. We want to answer your questions, educate you, not just try and push you on something so we can move on to the next customer. We're really here for you and for what's good for you, and we'll help you figure it out. We're also very animal friendly. I always like to plug that in there. Bring your dogs. If you want
we saw a dog right before we hopped on. The dogs can come in for their experience.
Absolutely, yeah. We have treats here for them too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be a dog. I mean, pretty much any animal that you can bring in here. We want to see them. We love animals. We can see the cat picture on the wall. I see that it's showing right now.
You personally picked that picture. Was that your decision for that wall?
No, that's it. That's actually in all of our stores. But that's just one of the most popular ones. Okay. Everyone's like, I love that picture. I want it.
Can you buy the pictures?
As of now, no. Definitely been putting feedback up to like, hey, let's try and sell these.
You should sell.
As of now, no, but I'm going to personally keep
maybe
pushing.
Create local fundraisers for the local cities that you're in. You could create. I'm sure people would buy some of those prints.
Absolutely, and I mean, speaking of local, we do look for like local talent and stuff as well to see if it's something that might fit with our brand to kind of maybe bring in as an aesthetic or something just to show on the shelves. And we're very much about local. It's not just, corporate and what they want. We want that local talent there. If you have something that kind of fits our theme, think it might work well in our stores, let us know.
Local decor, so all the local artisans come in here, take a tour and say, you know what you're missing? You're missing need a wall ornament or just some type of a specific ad, and I guess there's never a wrong question or come on in here.
Yeah, and we've got lots of space on that wall to fill. So,
and you said you don't have that corporate feel, but you do have the operations managers here for this grand opening. What's it like working with that team?
Oh, I mean, it's fantastic. They have the experience there. A lot of us here, we're not new to cannabis per se, but we might be new to, the legal industry and how it's run. And these guys, they have the experience. They've been working with the company, from the beginning, so they can kind of guide us through it, because we do want to make sure we give that Miss Jones experience. That's really what they're here to help us deliver. All of us come from some sort of retail background at the very least, so we know how to talk to our customers. But the legal cannabis industry is so much more once you start diving into it. Like, I thought I knew a lot. I still think I know a lot, but
you're still learning every day.
Oh God, I knew a lot less than I thought I knew from a legal industry standpoint. It's changed so much from 10, 15 years ago, when you're just getting it wherever you can get it from, versus now the legal industry walking in with those set standards.
Now, what types of questions do you get from new customers? Obviously, your day one here with the grand opening, but people coming in. What are the popular questions from someone maybe looking to try to different ways? Obviously they've got some health benefits to a lot of the product. What are people using it for?
Definitely a wide variety. I mean, we do have those first time users who are straight up asking, what's the difference between THC and CBD? We have those customers who have heard a lot about it from friends and family, and they've been a little nervous. There's still, unfortunately, a little bit of negative stigma to it. But at the end of the day, again, that's why we're here. We're going to break that stigma down.
It's all the stereotypes.
It is, absolutely. It's the stereotypes from, 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Where they just think it's, a rolled up joint and that's it. It's what people have said. And obviously the broken phone, chain.
Yeah, the good old game of telephone.
Yes, the broken telephone. But now it's, now that it is a legal product across Canada, this is where people are now finding, if you've got back pain, knee pain, or some type of health issue, you've tried, I guess, the normal, as they would say, the normal medicine, but now you're trying something a little bit traditional, a natural, I guess.
Yeah, for
remedy.
Sure. Even myself, I'm starting to go in there because we do have our health and wellness section.
Okay.
I'm trying the lip balm that we have. It's just Cbd Infused Lip Balm.
And what does that do?
So it's for moisturizing lips, just like a standard beeswax chapstick would do, which we still have beeswax in the product. But now that it's legal, with the research going on, they're seeing that CBD is very comparable, if not as comparable as beeswax, for sealing that moisture in.
Wow. Eh?
So far I've been using it for 4 days, and I like.
You love it?
I love it. I use it all the time now, and it's really not expensive either. For when I think of something like CBD in it or THC, I automatically used to think
hundreds of dollars, lots of money.
Yeah, but no, my lip balm was $7.50. It was under $10. It was great.
And again, 10% off today and 10% off all this week for the grand opening. So even cheaper than that. So again, there's little ins and secrets that will be unveiled when people come in. Again, you've got chapsticks. I know
bath bombs. That's another one that's coming up popular.
There's THC bath bombs.
Yeah, it just kind of gives you that whole relaxed feeling all over. I mean, anywhere that was under that water. It's just your skin just feels so soft. Your muscles are relaxed, and the smells are phenomenal. They've done a really good job at not only making it work well, but making it smell fantastic. When I use bath bombs, I want it to smell delicious when I'm in there, and they've done a great job at it.
Yeah, speaking of the aromas, we're trying to pinpoint the aroma in here. It's almost like a musty, a musty smell type. What are we smelling when you walk into Miss Jones?
So at least today in particular, and usually it's called Palo Santo incense sticks.
Okay,
so it's just
it smells really good.
It's a very woody, earthy smell.
Yes, trying to I was trying to pinpoint. When you got a very stressful day, a lot of people will burn their the sages and do the
smudge sticks and
smudge.
Like
that's
that.
what I'm trying. There you go.
And we do sell the Palo Santo sticks. So if you love the smell when you come in, we sell them as well. So it's a great way to test it, right? Without having to, because it smells. I find in the jar it's very strong because it's kind of concentrated in the jar, but you burn it and let it kind of air out, and then you get that very nice light wood smell.
It really has an awesome aroma in here. And again, I was trying to pinpoint it. Again, anybody who smudges, it's got that type of feel. You feel very relaxed.
Yeah.
And a very calming atmosphere.
And that's exactly what we want.
So that's what you want.
Yes.
And again, you got the music playing, when you're in here. And again, signs are ginormous. Everything's laid out, not only in this store, but all the stores across the province and, across.
There's a specific method to how they're laid out.
It's got a specific method. And, it's a very nice add to the city of Timmins. Again, 2125 Riverside Drive is where we're at. I just learned something new. Lip balms. They've got bath bombs coming, and of course the beverages. Someone looking into the beverages. I know is this kind of new for the cannabis industry?
Yeah, it's relatively newer. I mean, they've been around, but as far as mainstream, I think it was kind of almost like early summer of this year, maybe late spring. They started really coming out, and they have been taking off. It's just another way to consume and get those medicinal benefits. If you don't want to smoke it, you don't want to put a drop under your tongue. There's just so many methods or ways to consume it now.
Like in teas, and you have tea bags, and
there's hot chocolate.
Yeah,
there's hot chocolate. I was hoping to get that in. It didn't come on this truck, but especially for winter and the holidays.
But it's coming soon.
Yeah, it should be coming soon. Hopefully, we get it here by Christmas. I know it's rapidly approaching, but even if it's not by Christmas, winter's still going to keep going. Because it's wintertime, people want a hot drink versus a cold drink sometimes, but again, the drinks just give you that that increased flavor profile. They can add more of those non-cannabis flavors like watermelon or cherry or raspberry.
You don't even realize what you're drinking. Like, if you didn't say, hey, this was THC or a cannabis infused drink, you would not know the difference.
Most likely not. Some people would, depending on the taste palate,
for the different health benefits. This is what people are eyeing.
Yeah, because everyone wants to do it differently, right? Some people don't want to smoke anything. Some people will be like, oh, concentrates are okay because they're not actually smoking, you're vaping it. Mm-hmm. So you don't have those harmful properties of smoke. But some people don't want to inhale anything. They just want to chew it and swallow it or drink it.
There you go. Daniel, the store manager here at Miss Jones, Golden City Outpost. Thanks so much for inviting us up here again today.
Absolutely.
And, this is just a beautiful store. Again, come and see Daniel's work. Again, he's a local guy. Support the new local business here in the city, 2125 Riverside Drive. And again, you just taught us so much, even myself.
Anytime.
Just within that couple of minutes, if they want to come and chat about the bath bombs, I want those lip balms, they just come and ask for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
They know where to find you.
Yeah, myself or any of my staff.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. Thanks so much,
Perfect.
Daniel.
Thank you for having me.
All right, here we'll do the COVID fist bump. All right,
Awesome.
Take care, buddy.
All right, see you, everyone.
All right, he's getting back to work there. Daniel, the store manager here at Miss Jones.
Thanks a lot, man.
Wow, what a wealth of knowledge.
You always get the best interviews, Kinsman.
That was a wealth of knowledge, and again, from a similar beeswax, lip balm to bath bombs, and of course some other cool products that are coming in the coming days. Miss Jones getting underway, and we found the word. Remember, I was stuck on the word. It's a smudge. It smells like you've smudged.
Yeah, that's right.
To get all the demons and all the bad negativity out of you. I feel so calm with that.
I've actually smudged many times, Kinsman, and it does give you that calming atmosphere.
It does. It smells like if you've just smudged, this is what it smells like when you walk into Miss Jones, and it's such an inviting. I love it. It's an inviting atmosphere.
It's an inviting atmosphere, and you'll notice that the minute that you open up the doors. And did you see when I was going, like you were chatting with Daniel, and I was showcasing some of the paintings that they have here. Did you love them or what?
Well, we were looking at the cats there. He said,
you're gonna slide over a bit there.
Yeah.
Kinsman,
Am I too fat?
No.
Am I going the wrong way?
You're always going
the opposite way.
What would you do without me? Don't answer that. But anyways, back to the topic of hand. When you open up the door, and I think I heard Daniel say this, is the one with the cat, is that that is the most popular one, and he says they may
become available for purchase down
Right.
the road, because they get a lot of inquiries about that cat. That is the most popular print that they have.
So I need to go put it back on the wall.
Did you just take the cat print off?
No, I didn't.
Anyhow, but
I
gave
sort
them-
of wanted to.
Give them an idea, you know, maybe, you know, they love to give back in their local communities where they reside.
Yeah.
You know, maybe, you know, finding a way to, you know, sell those prints, and they could, you know, put the money towards something charitable here in the city.
Well, that's and once again, so we're talking about, you know, we're celebrating a grand opening of a local business, and people are like, okay, that's great. Tell me more reasons why that should mean something to us. And that's a great answer that Daniel gave you, and something that they stand behind. The fact, you know, they're not just here to get customers, which they are. It's a business, but they care about the community.
They're here to educate you.
They're here to educate you and giving back to the community. And that's why it's really important that we support businesses like this, because they want them to sustain, stay in our community, and thrive in our community, because there's people like Daniel who lives in Timmins, you know, been around in Timmins, grew up in Timmins, and is now working here managing a store. That's pretty awesome. And that's, you know, that's stimulating our economy here locally. And that's why when we say it's a grand opening celebration, and it is a celebration for our community today, because that's awesome news.
It is.
Awesome news, my friend.
It is. And again, you know, hiring local. We're going to talk to Hannah in a little bit there.
Yeah.
Just a wall of knowledge. Daniel is. If you want to chat with Daniel further, come on in here, 2125 Riverside Drive. Daniel standing here right now for the grand opening, and would love to take you through some bath bomb. I had no clue that bath bombs were, you know, infused with cannabis or THC.
Right.
But they are, and again, another way to, you know, soothe and, you know, add some health benefits to the body.
Right. It's a lot different than how I remember it in high school for the uses, because there's multiple uses now.
Yeah.
Okay. And every person is completely different. It affects people differently, meaning that you could be like, okay, I have questions about that. I'm not sure if this is for me. How could it help me? How could it benefit me? Well, that's why you come in and talk with someone like Daniel, who's a specialist, who understands that people come from different levels of experience and usage and needs. And that's why, you know, a bud tender, the manager of the store, Daniel, he's going to take care of you.
He's going to take care of you. And again, that's why if you go to the website, MissJonesCannabis.com, why should you talk to a bud tender? Well, you heard it with Daniel, but, you know, you're in for the in-person environment where you can come in and learn about cannabis products, explore the diverse range of products available, and ask questions. Their outposts exist to give you carefully curated cannabis products and experiences.
That's right. You got it all there.
Even right down to lip balm, which he said, you know,
Lip
when you
balm,
hear
too.
the lip balms with THC in it and CBD oils, he was thinking, you know, hundreds of dollars before he became a, you know, professional bud tender, under $10. Again, you can find, you know, different products that have the cannabis infused.
Yeah, super exciting. And I know you've been bragging about the web page, and justifiably so. So I want to show you something cool. I actually want to go there for a second. I'm going to pull it up here, because I'm going to go right to the right to the homepage. All right.
Let's go to the homepage.
So say you go to Miss Jones Cannabis, right?
Yes.
.com. All right. I'm going to pull it up there, right there.
Share the screen.
There
we are.
There it is, pal. Isn't that one of the best logos you've seen in your life?
It's a cool looking logo.
Miss Jones took down Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones and me. Mrs. Jones is taking over.
Yeah. Counting crows here.
Yeah, but that's right. So if you go to the webpage, some of the stuff we've been showcasing
shows
already.
you our story
Yeah.
and their products.
And very user-friendly.
Their people. Of course, you can see some of their merch
Well,
there
yes.
on the page as well.
So-
There's the Miss Jones merch at the bottom.
Yeah, but I want before we skip forward to that, you were talking about, you know, joining the team right on the homepage, pal. You
Yep.
want to join the crew?
You just click the button and you can fill out the application online. And again, they're looking for more people here.
Well, they're looking for more people, but there's a nice description, and it's also in our video. You know, they're looking for people with a variety of backgrounds, but who share a deep appreciation and understanding of cannabis and cannabis culture. So, I mean, they're not going to hire you, maybe you, Kinsman, if you don't know about cannabis and cannabis culture. They're going to hire people who are very passionate
and knowledgeable of the product.
Check out the merch, though, my friend. I love this shirt right here, and I hope they make one specifically
like that
for Timmins.
Fort York Outpost.
Yeah.
So obviously they'd have one for the Timmins Outpost.
That
hopefully.
is super sharp there, pal.
For the lost and found, what's good? Love their creative minds there.
Yeah, that's right.
And again, look, they've taken the letters for the LCBO and they've changed it to Local Cannabis Beverage Outlet. They want to be known as Cannabis Infused Beverages.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah, it truly
again,
is.
Something else to chat with your bud tender with
Right.
when you come in
Well,
here.
so you had a question about this, right?
Yes,
Do you want-
terpenes.
You want to click on it?
Well, let's click on what
'Cause
terpenes
what
are
did
because
you
I
think
have
of
I have no clue what a terpene is.
All right, there, pal. So
If I told you, I'd be lying to you, right?
you're gonna have to read some of this, right? Because sometimes when
Am I gonna read that right now?
Yeah, you're gonna read because it comes off a little small if you're watching on
I
the
can
phone.
read it right now.
All right.
So here we are. We've all heard this talk about terpenes in the world of cannabis, but what exactly is a terpene? That's what I asked. So here's the answer right on their webpage. Basically, it's a compound that's found in almost any kind of organic material and gives weed its particular aroma, flavor, and personality. It is mainly found in plants and foods and is responsible for its regeneration, immune system, and oxygenation. It's one of those tough words,
Yeah,
eh?
you got it.
Tough word to adult today. It also supports other cannabis molecules by creating the effect we're all looking for when interacting with THC and CBD, depending on the individual's response and the cocktail of terpenes and cannabinoids.
Yeah.
The effect may or may not be significant.
So awesome.
Again, another way to get into a conversation with your local bud tender.
Well,
and you can say, how do I say oxygenation? There we go. I said.
You did it. So you had a question,
Yeah.
and boom, we went right to the webpage,
And the answer is right there. Right there.
and you're about the cannabis infused beverages. So
Again, they just
it's a
launched.
link.
They
Yeah.
launched this, to their line back in June of this year. So
what
it
is
is
it?
relatively new. So here it is. Cannabis infused beverages come in many flavors and varieties, such as sparkling or flat waters, ready-made teas, tea bags, all containing THC, CBD, or both. And if you're looking for alternative options to alcohol, cannabis infused beverages are a great option. Similar to alcohol, that has a range of low ABV to high ABV options. Cannabis beverages offer a wide variety of dosing, from microdose to medium high dose, to serve a range of experience levels. Whatever your comfort level, they've got the drink for you. Again, another conversation when you walk into Miss Jones here, 2125 Riverside Drive.
That's right. Daniel, you left us from a different Daniel.
I guess so. Yeah,
Right.
he's gone. But that was the store manager, Daniel. Daniel is now back catering to his grand opening.
Well,
here.
yes, because he can't sit and talk with us all day because A, it's their grand opening, and B, they're opening up to service the customers at Timmins in the right way. Daniel's a real he's really passionate, right?
Yeah.
So that's. Are you laughing at a comment?
I'm looking at Daniel's. Now I know where he went.
You know where he went
So he
because
He's behind us.
Yeah, you can see him in the camera. Yeah, that's right. You're keeping an eye on all them kids. But can you just the passion that they have? So say if you took in a job, I don't know, just hypothetical, at a gas station.
Yeah.
Right. I pumped gas for 4 years. I actually really liked it. But nonetheless, are you passionate about it? Are you talking about the different fuels and the different pumps? Maybe the gas prices a bit, but do you carry that passion?
I don't carry that same passion.
No, you don't carry that passion.
I don't.
But it's different when you come in here. That's why they call it an experience. These just aren't people here to sell you a product. These are people here to sell you an experience. And the experience is easy to see the minute that you come through the door.
Yeah.
That's why I love Daniel. And you stole the interview from me.
And again, store manager, he's brand new. He's tiptoed into this profession, loves it. And, as he said, he's a recreational user. Now he gets to, put his knowledge of the recreational product into your pocket so he can answer your questions. And again, I think there was Adam was saying, This is the old Michaels. No, we're in the same lot as the Michaels is. The old Michaels is over there. That's where the Susie Sallow is.
All right. So check this out. So this is from Andy. Great to see the Golden City crew rocking
Woo.
it. Shout out from the Barrie crew.
The Barrie crew tuned in.
I wonder.
Yes.
I wonder if Barrie has any snow. I doubt it. Right?
Is it snowing down there, Andy? Let us
You
know.
know.
We've had snow since pretty much Halloween until now.
It's really funny because when you go to Toronto and they say, "Where are you from?" and we say Timmins, Ontario, they go, "Is that north of Barrie?" Yeah, it's north of Barrie a bit. 7 hours, right? 7
That's
hours or so. But yeah, shout out to the Barrie crew. So it's a family, right?
It's a family, and again, they're probably excited knowing that the operations managers, the same James and the Peters and Jessies who are up here. They're the same ones that they can email, and they get their knowledge from on a day-to-day basis as well.
Yeah,
but right now, showing Daniel and his store the love here for their grand opening.
Yeah, and it's good to share insight, knowledge, and cheer on your colleagues. That's the entrepreneurial spirit, Kinsman, as I like to call it. But that's what brings in this welcoming atmosphere. They have something over there called the survival kit. I've been staring at that for a while. I'm super curious to what the survival kit is.
The survival kit
Right.
for here you go. I think Andy just commented here. He's got more. He's got more grass than snow, but we have some snow.
Yeah, they hardly get any snow down there, do they?
Not too
Down
often.
south?
No.
Well, we call it down south because
I blame it being so
it's
close
a-
to the nuclear power plant there in Pickering. I think that has something to do with less snow in the winters.
or maybe it's just we're super cold and we're in a
Yeah,
enigma.
we're just
Yeah.
further north. We're
Yeah.
about 7 hours north of you there, Andy.
It's 7 hours
Yeah.
north, but I really today. It's the perfect day, my friend, because it is cold. So we established that, and it's everyone here in Timmins knows it's cold.
Yeah.
Probably the guys in the corporate office came here and go, ooh, cold.
Yeah, we're gonna open up our next location in the tropics of Ontario.
Right. But it's a perfect
Yeah.
day because once you open up that door, it's welcoming, it's warm, and I love it. That's why it is a celebration, my friend.
It's a celebration, and again, 10% off today, 10% off all week to celebrate the grand opening here. So whatever you're using right now, it's going to be 10% cheaper, and you're going to find some newer products, and you're going to fall in love with Daniel and his staff here, Hannah, and everybody at Miss Jones here. 2125 Riverside Drive. And again, here's what I like to say, the Home Depot Plaza. And Adam was mentioning it's not the old Michaels building.
It's not.
Was Remington's here?
Remington's.
I
Right?
think this is the old Remington's
Right.
building. Yeah.
It really, and the signage, in the store really pops from the highway. I
does.
think I noticed it before.
One of the
noticed
best store signs, and again, it catches your attention. You say, "Oh, there's Miss Jones," and you're going to walk right in because all the other Miss Jones are all warm, inviting when you walk in there. They've all got I'm going to say the smudge smell.
Yeah.
He was saying the earthy, woodsy smell. I love it, and you'll understand when you do get in here. It's got that almost like you're walking through a campsite or something.
Now, let me ask you a question here. So you had a chance to talk with Daniel, and I was outside doing the exterior shot when this
You were
happened.
doing the
But
professional camera work
yes,
here today.
I
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for recognizing.
I'm recognizing
some of the
there.
Miss,
He needs a pat on the back.
Some
there,
of this
yes.
Miss Jones
There you
Cannabis
go.
Outposts Aurora's rubbing off on you finally for some
Yeah.
positivity.
Well, see,
But-
the smudging is
smudging,
making me appreciate
you're actually being nice and
appreciate your
appreciative.
knowledge and your.
You come and visit Daniel every day if this
Yeah.
is the results. But here's my question. Was I right about naming it the Golden City Outpost?
The Golden City Outpost,
Remember?
yes, based on the gold finds here in the city. They named it off of the city with the heart of gold.
They did? So we were right on.
We were bang on.
Now we got to find out when they're going to be releasing some of that merch that says the Golden City Outpost. So I think I'm going to jump right on that.
I think so. Maybe Andy can tell us. Andy, what about the Golden City Outpost merch?
He works in Barrie.
Well, he might have some insights.
Okay, yeah. But since Andy's on, Andy might have some
I
insight.
think Andy
for us.
might have some insight.
And when
I should have asked Daniel when he was on.
Yeah, Daniel would be the guy too, but Andy may know. Now, another question I hope you ask Daniel. Remember when I walk in here, I love the pictures, I love the frames. Are these standard at all the locations or do they mix them up?
They pick and choose now. I know they've sat down to pick and choose, but apparently the cat one is most popular. So I'm going to ask Andy that question as well. Andy, do you have the cat framed picture in Barrie?
So what you're doing is that you don't know the answers. You're just pushing everything over to Andy.
I'm pushing it over to Andy.
You're passing the buck, Kinsman. Are you really
I don't
laughing
know.
at that way?
What if I'm guessing that I'm lying? But the pictures are great. It gives you that warm, welcoming feel. It's like you're walking through, the hallway after a family dinner. You're looking through, all the memories. And again, they've got some great pictures there to make you feel even more at ease before you walk in here. So you walk in, you see some great pictures. You walk in, you smell the great smudging.
Yeah,
I'm calling it smudging, and you're really at ease when you walk through Miss Jones.
So the cat in the hat is my spirit animal. I agree. Love
Andy
the cat in the hat. Yeah, it's awesome. And there you go. Andy is giving you all the answers. Thank you, Andy.
From all locations.
That's right. That's right. So say, for example, you're a Miss Jones fan in Timmins, but you happen to travel to Barrie. Maybe you're going down to Toronto, catch a Jays game. Don't even get me going on your Leafs there, Kinsman. I'm going to stick with the Jays.
My Leafs are doing pretty good right now. Don't jinx them.
You're going to go off on a tangent here. I don't want to hear about your Leafs. But say, hey, listen, I want to go into Miss Jones. Boom. They go into the Barrie location. It's the same welcoming and amazing staff there.
That's right.
That's the way to do it, pal.
It makes you feel like if I go from Timmins to Barrie to London to Stouffville to
North Bay,
Welland, you're always walking into a familiar store.
21 locations,
21
openings. That you're doing something right when you open up 21 locations,
right? And again, it all started on store 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and then they see how successful.
Where did it start? Where did it start? Store 7. Started at
started 1. Well, here's the question: do you know where? Which was the starting store?
You stumped me on that one.
Which is the starting? The starting store that started this all,
store?
or like the flagship store. All right. Now you're going to ask phone a friend. Andy. Well, Andy, he needs your help on this.
You know what? We've been bugging Andy a lot. I saved that one.
We need to bring Andy up.
We'll just bring Andy on.
You know what? When we're in Barrie, we're going to stop at Andy's.
Andy.
We're going to walk
right
to the
on
Barrie
the stream
store
here. Okay, Andy, we got a million questions. That's a great question. Yeah. I do know that Golden City Outpost here in Timmins, Ontario, is number 21. Did you know that?
I now know that because you're telling me that now.
But it's super tremendous, and we're honored and privileged to be here and celebrating a new business opening up in our community. And we always brag about this. They're hiring local people to run the business here locally. And we just met one of the fine employees here.
That's Daniel. Right, Daniel, the store manager. We're going to talk to the assistant store manager, James, in a little bit. We've got Hannah, who is the professional bud tender here. We've got Peter and Jesse, both regional operations managers here on site to answer all your questions. So if you really want to dive into the world of cannabis, cannabis infused beverages, CBDs, THC, the lip balms and bath bombs, which Daniel says are coming, which is kind of cool, by the way. You can ask the questions, and maybe if you don't see something here, they can say, we're going to jot that down on the list. Is this really what is popular? Maybe they're still doing the mapping work of what is, catered to the north here.
Well, you're right, because obviously there's a lot of things that work, for Miss Jones that will work in every store. Especially, the branding, the welcoming atmosphere, the customer service. But there's always slight subtleties between community and community, right? And I'm sure that and they do have people that come in there to make those minor adjustments. But the one that's outstanding to me, when Daniel says, part of our mission here is to give back to the communities, right? And that's a very positive, long-standing relationship. They're going to have it. Oh, and look at this, and are you going to guess which one?
Okay.
I'm covering the comment. You've already peeked it.
Can we pull up let's pull up. I'm going to...
You want me to pull up the list?
Let's pull up the list.
Okay, good call. All right, so let me...
So hide those comments. I don't want to see them.
Let me do this. No, I'm going to have to go to
Locations.
Well, hold on a sec. I know what I'm doing here, Kinsman.
All right.
All right. So
Amazing shirts.
yeah.
There's all the locations.
All right. So I'm going to show you the list of locations.
Okay.
Now you tell me which one you think was the I don't know if you call it the flagship store, but the first one to open up.
The first one.
Yeah. And they didn't make it easy for you because it's not the first one listed.
You know what? I'm going to say that the first one started in Toronto. I'm going to say the Osgood Outpost. Is that wrong?
Well, but close. Fort York in Toronto.
Fort York. All right,
Yeah.
Andy.
So there you go.
There
But
you go. Andy getting the bonus points here.
yeah, well,
Miss
Andy
Jones.
knows
That's
he
right.
he works for the company. But I like to chat with Andy one time. But yeah, so that's amazing. So starting with Fort York, going down to number 21, opening up here in Timmins, Ontario, with some local folks running the store.
And again, from store 1 to 21, you walk through. They've got the nice wall collage of photos.
The wall collage.
Yeah, the nice smell of smudge when you walk through here, and it's a very relaxing atmosphere.
It is.
And again, even more relaxing knowing you're going to save 10% off today and for the next week because of their grand opening. And when Daniel was on, we were chatting about 10% off on Sundays for students.
Okay.
If you have your valid student ID card.
Yeah, that's right. And they do on other promotions during the week. So this isn't just the end of it. It's not just you have a grand opening and you have a promotion, then it disappears. They run, promotions throughout the week on a regular basis. And one thing, you can get that information off their webpage, through their social media channels. They also have a big digital display that we showed on one of the walkthroughs. We'll show it again just in case you're hopping in now. All that information is there. And I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Maybe one time they'll name a day off of you.
You think so?
Tuesdays. Tuesdays is already taken, so you can't have that one.
No, can't have Tuesdays.
But this is the Timmins Golden City Outpost, 2125 Riverside Drive, the Home Depot Plaza.
Right here.
Right. If you're from Timmins, you generally know.
You know where 2125 Riverside.
Well, you know where the Home Depot is. The Home Depot Plaza.
Get yourself to that lot. You're hot there.
But the question is, why is that important? Well, one, you got to physically know where the building is. But number two, if you've been here, the fact that it's free parking, it's super accessible. The parking spaces are pretty wide here, so even bad parkers like you, Kinsman, can squeeze.
I'm a
here.
bad parker.
Yeah.
Remember when we were chatting with Sonia down at Lemongrass? Was it last week?
Yeah,
was it last week? Remember your parking? I didn't take a picture of it. I didn't want to embarrass your parking skills.
Someone laughed at it when I walked away. So even a bad parker like me,
someone came up and said, "Look at this guy's parking," and you're standing right there.
Yeah, that's right. And I hit my head and I said, "I'm Mark Kinsman," but nonetheless, ample parking. Some people, they love going to these stores, but you got to pay for parking. It's too cramped. You don't have that problem here. Right off the highway, too.
Yeah.
Right off the highway, pal. Awesome.
So there you go. So, wherever you're off, if you're off to Kamoskosa Lake after a hard day's work, you can stop in here at 2125 Riverside Drive and get yourself your products, and off you go.
Yeah. So please give them an opportunity. And, the Miss Jones teams, they know that there's options for the consumers.
Yeah.
Obviously, they know that. And, their response to that is that it is about the experience.
Yes.
When you come in here. In other places, say I'm going to, I'm going to make an investment in a television. Well, you know what? I didn't get an experience with that. I just walked in. You got this one. They pointed to it at the end of the story.
Done.
Right.
I'm going to buy it.
So, okay, it's a television, maybe slightly different, but it's different here because this is something that people use for a different variety of reasons.
Yeah.
And you want to come in and you may have questions. And maybe one week it's different than the other weeks. So if you have those questions, that's why the bud tenders are here to help you.
The bud tender is Hannah. We're going to try and lasso Hannah over here. And we'll chat lasso
her over there. Yeah,
we'll get her on here.
We'll definitely try to bring Hannah on, but
maybe ask her about the cannabis infused beverages because they come in many flavors. This is from Daniel's chat with us, sparkling or flat waters, ready-made teas, tea bags, all containing THC, CBD, or both.
Yes.
And again, just gives you a different approach to all the, as he said, there's a lot of stigmas and negativity way back in the day.
Yeah.
Now that it's become legalized, there's so many health benefits to the product, and again, they'll take you through all of them.
You're right, and in my opinion, it should have been legalized a long time ago. But we've definitely seen a lot of progression actually, and it will take some time to eliminate that stigma. But the big thing, like the educational point, everyone uses the product for different reasons.
Yeah.
And it benefits people for different reasons. And that's the nice thing that they have going on here, because you may have a question, well, what's the reason for me? I think I need it for this. Well, will this work? And that's why the specialists are here to help you out.
That's right. We're going to help you right out of here. And again, 2125 Riverside Drive is where we are.
Thank you so much, Leanne.
200 stars. Well, thank you so much.
Now, we really appreciate that, Leanne.
Yeah.
Very kind.
What do we buy before you leave?
That's a great question. We're going to have to speak to
well, we were looking at the hats and some of the
hats.
The hoodies. We'll have to look over at some of the products.
Yeah, we're really stuck on the merch because, when we were, talking to some of the Miss Jones team yesterday, went right to the webpage. I'm like, this merch. The first thing I just love their branding, but obviously it's very carefully, it's thought out, just like the rest of the store, just like the people that they hire.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have any experience with cannabis, or if you're not passionate about cannabis, then you're not going to be working here, because that's the type of people that want to have discussions with the customers.
That's right.
And I think that's awesome. You go into a place and people are really passionate about where they work. They're passionate about the product. They're knowledgeable. To me, that translates into an awesome customer experience.
Customer experience is where you need to start your shopping experience. And again, it's going to happen right here. Grand opening day. Grand opening Saturday. The newest Timmins small business right here is Miss Jones.
And they're like, the people can ask us, well, how do you know this is happening? Because it's their grand opening. And I can tell you that Mark and I are witnessing this in person. We have seen the customers come through the door. We see how they're treated. We see like people's got this calm demeanor on their face. We've seen this experience happening face to face. And we're telling you today, Timmins, please give them an opportunity. Come check out the location, and absolutely, you're going to love it. You're going to love it, my friend.
You're going to absolutely love it. And again, if you want to join the Golden City Outpost team here at Miss Jones, they are more than just cannabis confidants. Their crew passionate about understanding their customers to provide the best experience to every guest that walks in.
That's
including you. And of course, 10% off when you do walk in, and 10% off all week because of the grand opening. And again, 2125 Riverside Drive. And students, if you have a valid student ID card, you get 10% off every single Sunday.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? We have an awesome question for Leanne. And
let's see what Leanne says.
I definitely have a good response. So first of all, thank you, Leanne, for watching the show.
Thanks for tuning in.
And all your support. You're amazing. You guys are everywhere. Yes, we've had a busy day and we love it. We're having a lot of fun. Leanne's curious to know if this will help ease her glaucoma and cataract. What do you guys think? So the question asked that to is one of the experts.
One of the experts.
And they're always here whenever they're open. So this is what I'm encouraging Leanne.
I'm going to write that down because
we can ask the question.
Yeah.
But if Leanne had a question, she could visit us at 2125 Riverside Drive, the Home Depot Plaza, as Mark said. You can contact the store through phone. You can send them, a message through social
email,
media.
Smoke signals.
Well, come on, what are you doing here, kids? But this is awesome. This is a perfect example. Leanne's wondering how the product is smoke signal. I guess that's a pun. I guess it worked.
It is.
But,
you like
I'm trying to
puns.
Compliment Leanne here.
I know.
It cannot be about you all the time, Kinsman. But nonetheless, Leanne, that's a perfect question. She's considering using the product. She has a specific need to help her out. And you know what? You're gonna call. You're not going to be put on like you're not going to have to dial 42 numbers and to be put on hold for 6 hours and have them disconnect you.
No.
You're going to talk directly to a bud tender who's a specialist in this and is going to know that answer.
That's right. And yet, if you do have to wait, it's because Hannah currently with a current customer. And then when they're done with that customer, Hannah picks up the phone and talks to you.
That's right. So Leanne, that is awesome, and we would love to see you down here. And I know the Miss Jones team would love to see you down here. And you don't have to send a smoke signal or Morris code. Sometimes you're so ancient.
Oh,
today,
come on!
You're at Bermuda Tan today
with my
sandals
you're
like you're
my
a snowbird.
Sandals.
Like you should be in Florida playing shuffleboard.
Right?
That's like no fashion.
No, well,
no fashion.
My mom used to lay
today
out
you're
my
very
clothes.
fashionable.
My mom used to lay out my clothes.
Yeah, my mom laid out my clothes, but then I grew up.
So some days I'd like my mom to lay out the clothes, right?
Yeah.
It's like my little guys.
Your mom did not lay you out those
I
sandals.
lay out the clothes for my little guys.
And
they usually, it's the same mentality.
But
we should go back.
Your little boys are very fashionable, so there's some knowledge there. I think you give up when it comes to you.
I just give up. That's right. Just all the effort into the two little ones, the offspring.
Were they comfortable at least?
What, my sandals?
Yeah, they had 42 Velcro straps.
I've been wearing those sandals forever.
No doubt. No doubt you haven't. Since 72.
I golf in those.
How many Velcro straps are those sandals? Like 17?
No, there's 2.
That's terrible, Mike.
I didn't wear socks with them. That's the problem.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so thank you, and you seniors get 10%.
Seniors get 10% off on Thursday.
Yeah,
so
right.
Seniors on Thursdays, students on Sundays, and everybody today and through the week of the grand opening.
So, here's Amanda. The product helps ease her MS uncomfortableness and her bitchiness.
Her bitchiness.
Isn't that awesome?
They're always up front. Yeah.
I'm sure the people who
never
live with
sugarcoats.
I'm sure the people who live with Amanda really appreciate that too. But it's awesome. So thank you for the comment, Amanda, because once again it exemplifies the fact that people use the product for different reasonings. It affects people differently. And if you have questions about what you should use, what the effect would be, a bud tender, the store manager, the assistant manager, they're here to help you through that.
They're here to help you out.
And that's what they mean about a customer experience. Because, a lot of stores can say, hey, you'll have a great experience here. Well, people are like, what does that mean? I'm going to come in and I'm going to check out and I'll get a receipt. Yeah. Well, it's a little more detailed than that.
Yes.
It's a welcoming experience.
It is.
I'm educating you today.
You're educating me today.
Yeah,
Daniel educated me. I had no clue there was bath bombs that are cannabis infused. Again, the innovative technology behind the product. There's so many ways to use it. You can bath with it. You can use it in lip balms. You can use it in your drinks now.
Have you ever used a bath bomb before?
I've used a bath bomb before.
And
again, it's a very nice experience. And again, the health benefits with cannabis, talking to Daniel, he says your body just, you can just feel the body at ease.
Right.
So, and again, would have been on the truck that they just had their grand opening shipment come. It's going to be on one of the next few shipments. So those bath bombs very soon, right here to Miss Jones.
If you're ever having a tense day, I'm going to come to Miss Jones. I'm going to come to the Golden City Outpost, and I'm going to say, give Kinsman the same thing that helps Amanda with her bitchiness. You get it for you. I'm going to ask a bud tender, of course.
Well, that's it.
Right? And then you'll just, what's that? What's that word that you were saying before? Because
what's that?
It wasn't sage; it was smudging.
Oh, smudging.
The smudging, yes. And you'll just.
Well, that's what it smells.
Serenity
it's a
now.
very earthy aroma in here, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah, it is tremendous, and I'm loving I'm loving a lot of the behind the scenes stuff today.
Yeah.
Some of it you can't see it on camera, but a couple of the guys are here from the corporate office who specialize opening up these stores, and I'm sure they specialize in other things, but that's what they're here for in Timmins, and they're educating the local staff, right?
Yeah.
And I really love watching that, right? There's a good discussion between the two of them, and sometimes you can see it on camera and sometimes you can't, but I love it. That's why it's just not you start at Miss Jones and read the employee manual, watch the 20-minute video and the end. This is a personal experience,
That's it.
and that's why their employees are so awesome, pal.
Yeah, so awesome here. And again, thanks to Andy for providing the knowledge there.
That's
10% off students
Mhm.
Sundays, 10% off seniors on Thursdays,
Yeah.
10% off everybody right now through the entire week of the grand opening here at Miss Jones.
Andy
Golden
really,
City
Andy
Outpost.
really came through for you today.
He did.
Yeah, you owe Andy at least a Christmas card, I would say, all the way from Barrie.
That's right.
How much is a stamp to Barrie
I
now?
don't know, 40 cents, 50 cents now.
50 cents. You send him a picture of your sandals for a laugh, too. Anyways, yeah, and so it's very awesome to see the Miss Jones team
Yeah.
in Timmins, Ontario, investing in our community and in our economy, and it's awesome to hear that they're very interested
Catering
in
to the community.
catering to the
North,
community, giving back to the community, and to me, that's a celebration, my friend.
It's a celebration. And again, come and walk through for yourself. The minute you walk through here, it's a very inviting feel. And the carpets, everything's laid out very nicely.
Yeah,
And
it
if
is.
you do have questions, that's where the bud tenders and everybody else here, regional operations managers, store managers, assistant store managers are all here to help you out.
All right, pal. So we do got, I want to show this again because we do in this video talking about the different, weekly promotions that they have,
Yes.
students and seniors. This is going to explain it all and talks, it talks about the Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost backstory, who they are, even if you're interested in working for them, how to do that. So you want to
Again,
check that out?
That's it. You can even join online. Let's get up to speed on what's going on.
All right. Here we're back now. thank you very much for joining us.
Good.
You know, we sort of asked you at the last second, and you have like this amazing attitude to come on and join us on the stream. So this is Kins and Klomp Live. First of all, congratulations on the grand opening. Now,
First day.
First day. So what is your name, good sir?
Keegan.
Keegan.
Yeah.
Keegan.
Born and raised, well, not born. Born in Timmins, raised in Folliet.
Born in Timmins and raised in Folliet. And today, I'm happy you joined us because today you're telling me this is your first day at the Golden City Outpost.
It is. It's actually my first time at any cannabis dispensary as well.
That is pretty exciting.
I got my CanCell last year. I was probably one of the first people at Timmins to have it, but this is actually my first entry into the dispensary market, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that is awesome. So what made you sort of, want to apply here?
Well, I think a lot of it at first when it became legalized, there was a lot of people that were thinking, they just want to find a way to tax it and stuff like that. And as it evolved, like over the years, you just started to notice like there's actually people that are passionate about it.
Yeah,
they take it just as seriously as your recreational smoker, as someone who is, the people that grow it out in BC or whatever else. You know what I mean? Like they actually take pride in it, and that's actually something not just as a business but as an industry is something that you want from where the product comes from, where it starts, to getting it into the consumer's hand. Like it's one thing to work, like in an electronics store and stuff like that, but this is something that people are inhaling, ingesting. So there's a lot of care and a lot of personality that you got to have with it too. So
yeah, that's right. And Mark and I have been talking tonight about the customer experience. So for people who are coming through the doors, whether they're celebrating the grand opening or they'll be here in a couple of days, they're going to have a conversation with you who's passionate about cannabis, who knows a lot about cannabis, because people use cannabis for different reasons. It affects them differently. And they potentially, they may be new customers and say, what product's best for me? What would be the effect? How can I benefit from it? And since you have a lot of passion and knowledge, you're the perfect person to talk to.
It's true. Yeah. And even I'm still learning myself. Like I can't really consider myself an expert yet. Like myself as a recreational user, I've done like the pre-rolls and the flower, but everything as far as the extracts and consumables, edibles, that's something that I starting to dip my feet in the waters there, starting to get to know that a little bit. And even some people that walk in, if they've been using taking edibles or topicals and stuff like that, I actually could probably get knowledge from them.
Well, that's right. It's like a share of the wealth of knowledge,
exactly.
right?
Like we're all in this together.
Yeah, it's right. And we've been watching because we have the secondary camera you can see on the right, the Miss Jones cam, and we can see some of your interaction with the people like you're going to be working with or the folks from corporate. And it looks pretty cool because they're sort of like they're walking you. We're watching your job orientation experience, right? They're walking you through all the products and how to work some of the technology. How's it been going? Because it looks like they're pretty awesome folks.
So far, so good. It was, I guess, since the store wasn't open yet, there was a bit of, like everything was done like through either Microsoft Teams or Zoom meetings and stuff like that. So sometimes you have some hiccups there when you don't get the feed coming through. So that part of it made it not difficult, but you just got to get through those first couple days, and you're always fed like this wealth of knowledge, right? Like so many different brands. Like it's not just all cannabis. Like there's different companies or LPs, licensed producers that grow things a certain way too, and some things that attract people to that particular LP. So some people like the actual homegrown type of feel for it, and like Pure Sun Farms, I know they got a canopy. They like to get a lot of natural light in their products as well. And there's actually other LPs that are strictly hydroponics. So there's a lot to learn. And
there's a lot to learn, but you can tell that you're very passionate about it. And to me, that's the difference of coming into like Miss Jones. Like for example, like I bought a new TV a couple weeks ago. There was no customer experience, right? Do you have the 60-inch in stock? Boom, it's over there. Goodbye, right? It's a lot different here. Like the minute you walk through the door, it's like, see if you had like a stressful day. I find like the minute you open up the doors here, you sort of like, you sort of just relax. It's got that aura to it, right? That environment.
It does.
And then you're not coming into Miss Jones for like, it's not like going to the dentist or anything, right? It's a fun time. It's enjoyable. It's relaxing.
It's both, isn't it? It's like that mix. Like you are going to buy something as a consumer, but at the same time, it could be just for a reason that's like recreational or health and wellness.
And you're buying something that you like. It's not like you're paying like the hydro bill or something, right? You're spending your hard-earned money on something you like, but you guys are really making the experience great, right?
I want to be as welcoming and inviting as we can be, and that's just the thing too. Some people that come in and they've always been, they've been smoking their whole life, and you might have the situation where you get your first time consumer that just wants to, dip their feet in a little bit.
Yeah, that's right, and that's why I think you folks are really going to stand out here. You're carrying the compassion for the community and the customer experience. Now check it out. So this is Andy. You probably don't know Andy, but Andy works in the Barrie location.
Oh, yeah.
Big shout out. Do you know Andy?
Yeah, he's the one that organized the whole Microsoft Teams meeting for
there
us.
He is,
and got
Andy.
me on board. So
you're gonna do awesome, man. He says, and I really think you do, because I can feel that that passion coming out of you. Nice. And it's nice to work in a nice warm place too, because we live in Timmins. Foleyhead even colder out there, but we live in Timmins. It's going to be cold for another 6 months here, right?
For sure.
Might as well work.
That's why when they were giving us some of the gear, I got the sweater, because most of the places I worked in, even just like the circulation was kind of cold, but it gets nice and warm. Like even though I'm wearing an overshirt,
there you go.
The Miss Jones branded t-shirt here.
And we've been talking about the products, obviously, but on a side note, the merchandise is pretty smoking hot, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I love the merch.
Definitely good build quality there.
Yeah, they've done nice merch, and they've done a lot in this building. And I noticed the signage from the highway. I think you made a right choice for employment, my friend.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and I'm glad I kind of waited it out, because with that whole serve thing kind of cutting off, and time was cutting close. And I don't like to apply for just shooting all my resumes out there. I wanted something that I wanted first.
You're at a place that that's matching your passion,
my personality, and everything.
So Keenan's going to be one of the faces you'll see here if you come into the Miss Jones Golden City Outpost in Timmins, Ontario, and he's going to be one of the guys to see to help you out. Congratulations on the new employment and on the orientation.
I'm gonna go see what more I can learn.
All right, there you go, my friend. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good one.
So that's Keenan. So when we're saying that there's going to be local faces in this location that you're going to see on a daily basis, people that you recognize, there's a perfect example right there.
What a great interview, and again, a wall of knowledge, and a wealth of knowledge.
And if they don't know it, they're learning it, Ken.
And they're learning it.
Now, I have a couple comments here. Andy gave a shout out to Keenan, colleague, congratulating colleague.
Yeah,
so.
well, as I was just chatting,
come on.
Yeah, we got one. Andy is Andy's doing the comments. Yes. Tonight from Barrie, he is one of the best in the chain.
Listen, when you're talking with Hannah, take a look at Johnny's comments, because he has some questions.
Okay.
That's for Hannah.
And we'll see if Hannah. We'll see if Hannah can narrow in.
I'm going to move over. Unfortunately, you're going to have to get interviewed by Mark.
No,
I'm just joking. He's an awesome interviewer. He goes, nope.
All right, let's bring this over here. Hi, Hannah. Hi, welcome to Kids and Clop Live, and thank you for being a part of, or having us be a part of your grand opening here. 2125 Riverside Drive, Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost, and Golden City Outpost. You're one of the newest bud tenders on the block here. Take us through what a typical day of a bud tender is here at Miss Jones for you.
So mostly just like answering questions for sure. I love educating people on marijuana.
Okay.
And the safe usage of marijuana, like the different things you can do with it. Of course, like I like my concentrates. I like using like different things like honey oil. Yeah. And
Johnny was adding some comments to the show tonight. Hope to find the Foray edibles there in the store. Is Johnny going to find them here at Miss Jones?
I think I saw a few of them. I honestly didn't like really.
You're still learning. Obviously, this is day one. So obviously, Johnny, come on in and chat with Hannah, or just keep fueling some of these comments here. Johnny also said, put a smile on your face with is it Dose Can CBD gel caps, cream for the winter blues, the Foray hard maple, candy is amazing. Are these all products that you're familiar with?
Honestly, not too familiar with the edibles too much myself. But the dose can for sure, yeah.
And Johnny just fueling more questions. He says, make sure to grab yourself the Dosecan CBD gel capsules to add to your pain and the Dosecan cream for winter. So I think Johnny is a fan of Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I know the cream is really good. I definitely something I want to try myself. Very interesting.
And for newcomers coming into the store, thanks to Andy, we've got Seniors Day is 10% off on Thursdays. Students get 10% off on Sundays. 10% off, in fact, today for the grand opening, and 10% off for the rest of the week.
Yeah,
for the grand opening week here.
Yeah, I love like the discounts we all have. Yeah, the prices are really great. For sure.
All right. So if you have any questions for Hannah, let's go through here. We got a few more coming in here. It says there's Andy from Barrie. Hannah, have fun, rock it.
Yeah, I'm so excited
to be a part of the Miss Jones Cannabis team. And again, there's Rocket Keegan. You're gonna do awesome, man. So there you go. Andy is. He's probably been in your shoes many moons ago. Now, passing off his knowledge to this show, and of course to you as well. Well, welcome to the Miss Jones team.
Yeah, thank you.
And if anybody wants to come in and see Hannah, 10% off again, 2125 Riverside Drive is where we're at, the Home Depot lot. Once again, Hannah, thanks so much. I know you're busy. Grand opening day. You're still getting the products, ready to go. So again, thanks for joining us on the show here today.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. So come on in and see Hannah. She's one of the newest bud tenders here in the city of Timmins. Miss Jones Cannabis Outposts and Golden City Outposts. Again, just a wealth of knowledge here. If you have any questions, bring it to them. And again, you can't beat grand opening sales, 10% off and 10% off all this week. Students, 10% off on Sundays with a valid student ID card and 10% off for the seniors. And again, this is why you want to talk to, folks like Hannah and the bud tenders. It's an in-person environment where you can come in and learn about cannabis products, explore the diverse range of products available, and ask questions. Their outposts exist to give you carefully curated cannabis products and experiences in addition to any answers and advice you may be looking for. And, of course, when having the chat with Daniel, the store manager here at Miss Jones, bath bombs, lip balms, and all sorts of neat products that are now cannabis infused with the products here at Miss Jones. And again, go and get their the different merch sites.
Yeah.
And check out the merch on their website, MissJonesCannabis.com. And you can grab yourself a hat and all sorts of neat product.
And I got really excited because I was, as you're talking, about the store, I've been checking.
You're looking
out.
at that Survivor kit.
Yeah.
What is it? Can we bring it over here, do you think?
Go grab that survival
I'm going to go get the survival kit.
I'm very curious to know. Very curious to know if you should actually buy it anyways, Kinsman. Okay, but he's over there getting the survival kit. All right. Here it is. So this is the survival kit. Just add caffeine. Can we see that? It's a little light. Okay. All right. And so tell me about it.
So this is, it says it's Hempsin. It says adulting is real survival kit. And apparently you just add caffeine and boom.
Well,
there you
show
go.
it on the camera. You can't see it off camera. There. All right. There you go. So Andy's saying the survival kits are awesome.
Yes. So
And-
just add
and just
caffeine.
add-
So just any coffee, I guess.
There are 3 different options. Yeah. So isn't that really
This
cool,
is
cool
really
looking?
cool. Yeah. Let's
stick it up to the camera because people
stick it
can't
up
see.
there. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. You don't have to look. Okay. Hold that still, Kinsman. So this is the survival kit, right?
Yeah.
I love that. I've had my eye on that all day, actually. All right, pal. You can go put that back. Now you've given me the options. But anyway, so that is underneath a wall called accessories. there's a whole bunch of awesome things over there, and you're going to see it if you come on down to. Oh, look at this! I already got the answer. Caffeine, herb, and cocktail options. Those are the 3 different options. Really cool. Oh, there's a. Okay, well now I'm pointing off camera because it won't make any sense. But there's a set. That's the second of the 3rd survival kit that Andy was referring to. Show me this one, kid. Now,
So this one is.
show it on the camera. Yeah.
That is the other.
Okay.
And it says just add cocktail.
Okay. That's pretty awesome. Which one you buying me?
I don't know.
I'm more of a cocktail.
The
sounds pretty
cocktail
good.
or the caffeine one?
Yeah. Well, there's a herb one too, my friend. But once again, this is on the accessory wall. So when you come into the store, and we're able to show it a couple times, but you're going to come into the store and you're going to look, well, depending, I guess, what entrance. But to me, directly to your left, you're going to see extracts there. You're going to see accessories. And it's pretty awesome. They have it all here.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you another question. How was
What's
the
that?
interview with Hannah?
Hannah was great. Yes, she's learning the products as she goes. Of course,
Yes.
It was only day number 1. Andy showing his support to the new bud tender on the block, saying, you're going to rock it up here, Hannah, and welcomes Hannah to the Miss Jones family.
Yeah.
And again, they are one huge happy family up here.
Well, it is.
Through the entire chain.
And what I got, speak with the employees here. A, they're super happy to be here.
Yeah.
Number 2, they're very passionate about the products here. And if they don't know something about a certain product, like they're learning, they're motivated to learn, they're caring, and they're all like in tune with awesome customer service. Oh, look.
He's doing the smudging in the store.
We just got smudged right in front of the camera. Isn't that awesome? Right?
I like it.
Yes,
Are you feeling it right there?
He's doing the smudge.
He's smudging
the smudge
Miss
move, too.
Jones to give you that, it's aromatherapy is what
Yeah,
it is.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's right. They've come here to help, set up and to here for the grand opening to make sure everything's smoothly, train the new employees. And I like the interaction because I've been watching the interaction between the new employees and the folks that have been here a while.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It's really fun to watch, and the passion really shows. So we've mentioned this a couple of times. Miss Jones realized there's a lot of options out there, and there is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows
Quite a
that there's
bit.
a lot of options. But why do you choose to come here? And it's all in the customer experience. And there's multiple reasons,
There
but
goes 2 customers right there.
2 customers just passed us right there. But the biggest thing to me is the customer experience which you're getting here.
Yeah.
And imagine you had a stressful day. Imagine real hard, Kinsman. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
It's a day that ends in Y, and then you just come in, and you sort of just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just get to
you're
that.
very calm. It's almost tranquil in here. And again,
Yeah,
it's got that
tranquil.
earthy, if you're at a campsite, it's got that earthy campsite smell when you walk through Miss Jones. And again, the Golden City Outpost, we're talking about some of the cannabis beverages, cannabis, yes, legal across the country. What are they using and infusing it into? Well, beverages. And they can come in different varieties as sparkling or flat waters, ready-made teas, tea bags, all containing THC, CBD, or both. And again, the survival kits, which you can add, caffeine to, or cocktails. Again, that's the infused beverages that you can inquire. And
That's
again,
right.
Jamie's been having his eye on that survival kit.
Well,
Just
and
add caffeine one.
You guys need to buy the Gravity. How do you say that? Hookah?
Gravity hookah.
Hookah. So cool of a gift for Christmas. Yes,
Yeah.
please add that to my list there, Kinsman. And so he knows exactly what he's burning.
Palo Santos.
That is
Love
we
the
do.
smell. I
Yeah.
love that smell too.
Yeah.
And again, it reminds me of when you're smudging, and I think that's the proper smell there.
That's right. So we've had an opportunity to speak with now 3 of the local faces that you're going to see every day. If you're in Timmins, the Timmins, Ontario location, the Golden City Outpost, cool name by the way. These are the people you're going to see every day. They're people that live in your community, that work in your community, and that means they're invested in your community.
You're
So that's
invested in your
awesome.
community, and they know the money's going to stay here in the community.
That's the way to do it. So that's why, we really want you to get out, check out the Golden City Outpost, 2125 Riverside Drive. the Home Depot Plaza by Home Depot, simply put. Right? You laugh at that. You're so excited to say
Yeah.
that. Home Plaza. What's that mean, plaza?
A plaza. That's a
Like
plaza.
an area? A plaza's a plaza?
That is what we are.
Yeah, that's right. So, who we haven't spoke to, we haven't, we hopefully we get an opportunity to speak with one of the gentlemen that came here to help set up
Yes.
the store.
I think we're going to try and get Jesse, one of the regional operations managers.
Yeah, you should go track Jesse
I'm going to go
down.
track him down.
Yeah, we can get Jesse down at some point during the show too, because I'm very curious. The amount of work that goes into setting up the new location.
How they pick the location, how they pick
location.
Timmins, and wanted to open the 21st store here in Northern Ontario.
Yeah, that's right. The 21st. So do you remember what the first location was?
Yes, that was York.
North York?
No, your is it North York? No, York.
Did you forget already? But we know the 21st location and the final location opening up this year is in our hometown of Timmins, Ontario.
It is.
That's real exciting news, my friend.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting news to see that happening. And people have been circling in the building today and checking out the new location. And I see a lot of people, correct me, I'm seeing everyone leaving with a big smile on their face. Right?
Well,
how
that's
awesome
it.
is that?
Yep. They're all, coming in, enjoying their first time experience. And again, it's going to, build a nice lasting relationship here with the current employees of Miss Jones. So there you go.
Yeah. And that's what they want to do. They want you to, obviously, as a new business for their grand opening, you haven't been in here before. So the idea is to come in and give these folks an opportunity and see where, how they excel in customer service and their atmosphere. And one of the coolest buildings I've been in my life, to be honest with you.
Very nice. Again, it gives you the bookcase. It looks like they're a bunch of bookcases, but that's their display cases. Handcrafted, very, very well put out and designed, not only for this store but for all 21 stores.
Yeah, for all 21 stores, and a lot of thought has went into this. And the awesome webpage. I love the webpage, by the way. Right? The webpage. I don't like going to these.
Miss Jones Cannabis.
Well, okay. Sometimes you go to a company's webpage and it's difficult to navigate. It doesn't look appealing at all. Sometimes you just want to get right to the information. Tell me about your company. Tell me where I can find a location nearest to me. Show me your awesome merch, and give me a bit of a backstory. And boom, they have it all. They have it all right on that page, my friend.
Miss Jones Cannabis.com.
Miss Jones Cannabis.
And again, 2125 Riverside Drive is where we're at.
Well, here it is.
Come and see it.
Here it is, pal. And it's very simple. Watch. I'll even go right back to the start.
The amazing logo.
So they got the logo. There's the discussion about our story, the products, more information about the products, of course.
The products,
their people. So if you want to apply here.
And again, another one for the products, you can shop now and, place your order and then come pick it up.
And then what I got excited about, because I've mentioned it 15 times, is the Miss Jones merch. And I really want to see where this says Fort York Outpost, which I believe is the first open location.
Fort York.
Yeah. I want to see the one for Timmins in there. No,
it'd say, Miss Jones, Timmins Outpost.
Yeah, I would say the Golden City Outpost on there.
City Outpost.
So isn't that awesome? So
it is awesome.
I love the webpage, and it does tell a good story, but nothing more tells a story about being physically here, interacting with the people that they work here, physically seeing the building. We have the camera on to show you it, but the camera isn't going to tell you the whole story. It isn't going to give you, the smell, the awesome aromatic smell.
Love it. There's a new customer that just walked in here now.
Yeah, a new customer has just come into the building, and they're checking it out, and the excellence
wants to take advantage of 10% off, because who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't want to take 10% off?
That's with the price of gas prices, everything inflating. Right. Nothing ever goes, the other way. Well, it's gone down 10% here at Miss Jones Cannabis.
Yeah, so there it is.
Outposts.
Yeah, that's the Golden City Outpost team, and I think it's pretty awesome, dude. what they started up here, and it's an investment in our community, and it's investment in our people.
Yeah.
And I love this area of town too, like this area of the city, modern. It has the parking space.
Yeah, lots
it's
of spaces.
easy to get in and out of. It's right off the highway, easy to get in and out of. Don't need change for the parking meter.
No, you don't need change.
It's a cold city. You park super close to the location, whoop in and out of your vehicle.
Yeah.
Right. So I really think that they came to the right decision of where they parked this place.
That's right. It's a perfect place. New business here in the city of Timmins. Now, when you were chatting, when I was off camera there, I was chatting with James, and remember the question from Louise stating about the glaucoma. Now, it doesn't cure. You can't put your neck out and say it cures, but they do have THC and CBD oils. James says that will ease, some of the symptoms when you do have, acute glaucoma.
Yeah.
But there's no cure. There's no instant. You can't say it's going to instantly cure.
Okay, but the one thing we do know is that it affects people, everyone differently. Everyone's their own unique personality.
That's right.
So that's why if you have questions about a certain product and the benefit of using a certain product, you can come in here and have that discussion. You don't have to find the answer online. You don't have to Google search it. You don't have to call a 1-800 number. And you don't have to, what were they saying? With the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Call a friend or poll the audience. You can come in here and specifically talk to someone who's passionate about this.
Yep, you can. And have a great conversation, and you're going to walk away with all the knowledge. And again, you're going to go, wow, I had no clue that, this did that. And again, there's so many different ways to infuse, the cannabis product into other products. And, familiar products that you're using now, but didn't know that they could be infused with cannabis.
Yeah, that's right. And so that's the reason. That's the reason where we strongly encourage you, and they know the consumer has many, many options. That's very blatantly obvious. But what's not obvious is the fact that with the experience that you're going to get here.
Yeah.
And, we're very happy to be here and see it in person, because someone could say, well, you guys are just saying that. You're just reading that. We're not reading that. We're actually physically seeing that happen. We've seen it today. We spent a good portion of the day here today watching it happen.
Yeah.
I love the way that they're interacting with the new employees, teaching them the culture, teaching them the systems, teaching them about the products. And we're seeing it right now happen live on the camera, right? We're getting a sneak peek. It's almost like you're part of the team, Kinsman.
We're all part of the team today, and they make you feel a part of the team, like as new customers come in and check it out. And again, going back to the Cannabis Infused Beverages, this happened back in June of this year, June 22nd, the Truss event. And again, you can get this on the website, MissJonesCannabis.com. The Truss event happened on June 22nd, and the producer of Cannabis Infused Beverages in Canada kicked off their new local cannabis beverage outlet, LCBO. Pretty clever, right? And the campaign at their Osgood Outpost in Toronto, and you're going to see this resonate through all the other franchisees of Miss Jones. And the goal of this campaign is to draw attention to the challenges cannabis retailers are facing, which greatly differ from other adult beverage retailers, and reminds legal age consumers that the LCBO is not the only store selling beverages. At this point it was this summer, but this winter. There you go. Pretty cool stuff. And again, infused cannabis beverages, another hot option here when you walk into Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost.
Yeah, that's right. So, the whole, stigma and thoughts about cannabis and cannabis use is evolving in a positive way. Yeah. It's just not, what was that Motley Crue song? Smoking in the boys' room from Vegas 3? Like, that's what you thought about, back then. But it's changed because people use it for different reasons. There's many different benefits. There's a wide variety of ranges. And now you're talking about the drinks. You're talking about the lip balm. I tell you, in high school,
bath bombs.
We were talking about lip balms or bath bombs. We were just talking about the standard way to take the product. But now it's like, it's so like the oils, everything.
Yeah.
Everything's like evolved and have all these awesome different things.
And different health benefits, health benefits that work a little differently on someone else, and they're going to work did differently with everybody who uses it. So it's it is something to have a conversation with your bud tender. And again, you can have that chat tonight with Hannah. You can have that chat with Daniel, the store manager is here. And again, he's got his foot in the door. You can see everybody behind us. Customers checking out this store for the very first time.
Yeah,
starting to snow, so come on in and get yourself out of the.
Is it starting to snow, or
I think it's just been snowing for a while.
Yeah, it's been snowing for like 3 or 4 days, but it's the 180-degree shift when you come in here with the calming, warm, welcoming atmosphere. Outside, minus 20 something, not so warm and welcoming.
No,
who considers that warm and welcoming?
And again, there's a young lady there. She's going to experience Miss Jones for the first time and get 10% off. And keep in mind, 10% off for students on Sunday with a valid student card, 10% for seniors on Thursdays. And that was thanks to Andy for letting us know.
You know what else? I haven't mentioned this yet, but another thing that I think is really cool here. So, for example, like they got the bud tenders waiting at the door to greet you, and they're
all waiting there.
Yeah, they're all waiting there. So yes, that's awesome. And number two, they already got their tablet on them. So meaning they're already prepared to answer your questions,
and they're ready to take you on your own personal experience, right?
Right.
You walk through the door, you get a bud tender that says, okay, hey, welcome to Miss Jones. First time here. And of course, you're going to say yes because it's the grand opening, right? If you said you were here weeks ago, you're lying because this is brand new here in Timmins, 2125 Riverside Drive. And again, the bud tender will take you through with the tablet, your own personal chauffeur of the store. And again, this is the one-on-one experience that you can experience here tonight. Come in today. If you can't make it in today for the week, 10% off here at Miss Jones Cannabis Outposts.
10% off to celebrate the grand opening. And what I love about this, like they are prepared for you. So you don't have to come into the store and go, look around. Okay, there's an employee.
Is anybody coming up to help me?
I have questions. No one's coming up to help me. No questions, a bad question. They're used to, chatting with people with all different varieties of experiences with the products, but they're ready. So, for example, if you come in and ask Hannah a question, she's not going to say, well, I'm going to have to run back there. I'm going to have to find my tablet.
Not my department. I'll be back in a few minutes, and then you never see them again.
That's what you used to do in retail.
Is that what I used to do in retail?
Yeah, I used to work at Sears and ask for pants, and you said, go find someone else. And they were in aisle 9.
That's right. I don't work in the pant department.
And you told me aisle 9. There was not even numbered aisles in Sears. But here, they're ready. So they have the information in front of you, and they can physically show it to you on the tablet. Do you have product X? There it is right there. How much does it cost? There it is right there. Let's ring it up. And that's a positive experience for the customer.
And they can rack up your shop. Technically, you can consider it's like your shopping, your own personal shopping cart. You make your list. Then they take you out to the cash and the checkout, and they finish your order that way. So again, customer service 101, amazing. The minute you set foot into Miss Jones and the Timmins Golden City Outpost, and again the smell of the smudge, amazing when you walk through here. It's gonna just make you feel so at home in here.
Yeah, make
and
you
at ease.
so
Aromatherapy, love it.
And I do a lot of browsing. I wonder if any one of these gentlemen want to pop on and say hi.
Sure.
All right.
You want to hop on? Okay, which one? Are we going to flip a coin? Do you want me
Go
to
ahead, Mark. Go ahead. I know you like them.
You want me to chat with them?
Yeah, you can have a chat.
All right.
Get one on, yeah.
Let's do that.
Right.
So who are we bringing on here? Jesse?
The chair is all yours.
Our regional operations manager. We're going to welcome Jesse.
Hey, everyone.
To Miss Jones Cannabis.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
And, Golden City Outpost, a pleasure to be a part of your grand opening.
Absolutely.
And the 21st store here in the city of Timmins. What do you have to say to the Timmins viewer who has not yet taken a tour? We're watching our, the fine cam there, the Miss Jones cam.
Amazing.
And, people coming in and, seeing the experience and getting the experience the minute you walk through the door of Miss Jones.
It's amazing. Well, yeah, we definitely want to welcome the community of Timmins in to come experience our store.
Yeah.
You'll see even from the tour on the Miss Jones cam, and we tend to do things a little bit differently than some of the other dispensaries. I know you guys have been talking a lot about coming in and spending time in our stores, learning about the products.
Well,
that
that's
we carry.
it. You got to learn about it. And we were just saying, the minute you walk through the door, the bud tenders greet you, and it's almost like your own little personal experience walking through with your own personal chauffeur.
Agreed. Yeah, I think what we learned from kind of going to other dispensaries is that they're missing that ability to kind of talk with the customer and take them through the different experiences that we have in the store. So we try to be as helpful as possible. It's a new industry. There's a lot of questions. So we want to make sure we can help answer those for our customers.
And if you go online, MsJonesCannabis.com, everything is laid out very user friendly, especially when you come in here, personally and experience the tour here at 2125 Riverside Drive. Everything is laid out. Your eyes are in the wow factor.
Yeah. We try to showcase all of the product, give them an opportunity to kind of stand out for themselves on the floor. We've kind of hand selected and curated the different products in our store, so they're unique, they're different. You're not going to find them in every local shop.
In every local location. So you're catering to, let's say, the Timmins clientele a little bit different from where Andy's watching from the Berry store.
Hey Andy, shout out to Kozlov and the whole Berry team, Allendale, and we also got Dunlop there. That's great.
Awesome. Andy's been a wealth of knowledge, talking to Hannah, welcoming Hannah with open arms to the team. And
that's great.
And Andy, one of your superstars in the lineup.
Oh yeah, he's been on the team from pretty much day one. We've been a very close-knit group trying to build this company, and we've had a lot of fun.
There he is there.
There he is. Hey, Andy, there he is. Amazing. Great to see you.
What else? He says, old school apothecary look and feel. Yes.
That's it. Yeah, we talk a lot about that. When you look up and describe our vibe, we've got that vintage kind of apothecary look and feel, just like Andy likes to point out. I love it.
And he also says he's burning some nice Palo Santos. Love the smell we were talking about. It has that smudge effect in here. You feel at ease. It's a very nice aroma.
It is. It adds to the atmosphere too. Again, you want to spend some time shopping, take your time. This isn't a store you just come in and leave, right? You come in, you spend some time looking at the products, hanging out with our bud tenders that everybody's got to meet, right?
Asking about the products and seeing what type of health benefits come with some of these products.
Yeah, I mean, cannabis affects everybody differently, right?
Yeah.
So it's always it's interesting to see the different products consumers come into, but we've got a wide range of products, that have THC, that have CBD, just depending on what the user's looking for. Yeah.
We're looking at the survival kit. Jamie eyeing that one right there. Just add the caffeine. Can you tell us a little bit more about these survival kits?
Sure. Yeah, we partnered with a really cool company in the industry called Hemson Goods. They make a lot of really kind of old school vintage products. This is something we put together for the holiday season, getting cold, locked down somewhere. Maybe you just need to add something to the day to bring it up a little bit. So
and that's all. It's as easy as what it says on the label.
That's it.
You just add some caffeine. So you add coffee, tea with this one?
That's it, exactly. And you've got all the tools to grind it up and to make yourself a real quick cup of coffee to pick yourself up in the morning. Yeah.
All right, so there you go. And the other one there, just add a cocktail. What type of cocktails would you be mixing?
Well, for us in cannabis, we only sell the cannabis beverages. I know you guys touched on that a little. There's no alcohol, of course, in our stores. We don't mix those things. Yeah, exactly. But we got some really great beverages that we're finding more and more customers are interested in trying out. Something different. There's the traditional methods of consumption with cannabis, and there's a lot of new ones now that have come out in the legal market. So great experiences for all customers, something different.
And touching base on the cannabis infused beverages, someone who hasn't quite maybe you have heard about the beverages. What would be the starter beverage for someone?
For sure. I mean, I think there's all different types of options depending on the taste profile. We've got things like soda, or we've got things more like a sparkling water. Just depends on the sugar content. And then we've got things that are more CBD focused or more THC focused. So just depends on what the customer is looking for. We've got lots of options. Something for everyone. You got it.
And again, another conversation starter when you come in here and chat with one of the many bud tenders. And again, for grand opening day today, you and your team, are you here the entire week?
I am. Yeah, I get to open the store with my partner Peter. I know you've been mentioning him. So we've kind of gone across Ontario now with Miss Jones and opening up all these great dispensaries and awesome towns that are underserved, or maybe they don't have a cannabis dispensary quite like this that they can come in and hang out and learn about the products. So we wanted to put something really cool together and spend some time up here on our last stop with the team and, of course, the customers that come on down.
Amazing. And again, thanks so much for inviting us to be a part of this grand opening. Totally. And, it's so fun seeing all your other members of the team. Andy's been, just great. And, talking to Peter earlier, saying that Andy is one of the top in the field and with the franchisees here.
Yeah, he's got that old school retail background, very similar to myself, coming from 20 years of consumer technology. So being able to translate that information and that knowledge into kind of a really cool, new, interesting space has been great. And yeah, his store in Barrie is definitely doing really, really well at the Kozloff Center. So lots of customers coming through. We learn a ton about their needs, and like we said earlier, kind of adapt to that local market, being able to showcase the right products for the customers. We listen. We talk to our customers and find the right mixes per market.
So if someone calls up and says, I'm looking for this type of product, if it wasn't something that you carry, do you go and research it?
We do our best to try and bring it into this location for that customer. Yeah, it varies. It's challenging sometimes securing product, but we always do our best to find products in each market.
All right.
Now, since we started, we've been in business now for a year and a half. May 2020 is when we opened our first location in Toronto. So since then, as you know, now another 20 locations have
20
opened
locations, technically, blossoming in COVID times.
Yeah, it's been challenging for everybody, right? I think we've had a lot of delays and challenges with getting stores open with construction and lockdowns, but we're here, we made it, and really excited to have Timmins as kind of our final go, and just to be here with the team for that extra week is fantastic.
So you're capping it off. So Timmins is the final store for
2021. For 2021, I think we got something in the pipeline for next year, but stay tuned, right?
All right.
Amazing.
Excellent stuff. Again, Jesse, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure.
Regional Operations Manager for Miss Jones Cannabis, Golden City Outpost here in Timmins, the 21st store. So come and see Jesse and his team. We've got Daniel, the store manager, James, the assistant store manager, Hannah, the bud tender, who was amazing, by the way.
Fantastic.
And everybody's a wealth of knowledge. Those survival kits, I think Jamie's probably going to take one of those
Pretty
out
dope.
of here.
Yeah, we'll get you hooked up for sure, man.
And your merch, if people want to see the merch, they just go to your website. They're all connected, MissJonesCannabis.com.
Correct. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Right.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
so much.
Take care, man.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your grand opening.
Cheers.
Again, an amazing gentleman, and another reason why you want to come in here and get the questions answered when it comes to cannabis and the line of cannabis that Miss Jones Cannabis, Golden City Outpost here in Timmins, can offer for you. And those survival kits sound pretty cool, don't they? You can come and get those, make a nice, interesting gift for underneath the Christmas tree. And you can see Jamie putting back the Miss Jones cam. We'll see Jamie walking back shortly. And again, if you're looking to be a part of the grand opening experience, 10% off today, 10% off all week, 10% off students on Sundays with a valid student card, and 10% off Thursdays for seniors.
Yeah.
And again, all the professionals are here. The ones that have all had their hands in creating, this experience are all here to answer your questions. Just talking to Jesse from, the regional operations manager. What a great conversation. With Jesse.
It was. And so they were involved in all 21 openings.
All 21 openings. He says he's got some bigger fish to fry with the franchise, maybe in 2022. But right now, Timmins caps off the stores at 21 stores. And again, Andy's been watching the entire feed from Barrie. Jesse, nothing but good praise to say about Andy.
Did you ask him the question? Is 21 in line with 2021? No, that's just a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence, but they said, they've come through some, some tougher time, obviously, with COVID, but, seeing it, from store 1 to 21, it's great to see that they are part of a winning formula.
Yeah, definitely a winning formula. And you can see the enthusiasm on everyone that works here, whether you've been with the Miss Jones team for a long time, or we've talked to people who today's their first day. It's their first shift. It's their orientation. Right? We got a wide variety of range, and everyone shares that, enthusiasm and passion, which if you're listening and you're a potential customer, translates into an amazing customer experience.
It sure does. And there's customers, outside of the camera range there. A couple ladies learning their experiences and seeing what they have to offer. And you heard it from Jesse. If you see a product that isn't on the shelf, they will try their best to get it in here for you for your next visit. So again, go visit them online at, MissJonesCannabis.com and surf the web. See what there is. You can buy online. You can either do that or come on in person.
All right. So one last time, just in case you didn't see it, we do want to show people a little bit about the Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost story and a lot of cool things that they're going to be happening on a weekly basis, just not for the grand opening, on a weekly basis, my friend.
All right.
So there it is, pal. Like a little bit of the story.
Yeah, a little bit of a backstory of Miss Jones and the Timmins Golden City Outpost. Just a great place to start your shopping when you're thinking of cannabis. Now, let's go back to the comments. Jennifer, where are you tuning in from? Jennifer watching, she says, how cool is this? Miss Jones is the best place to buy cannabis.
It is.
I'm curious to see where Jennifer first found out about Miss Jones.
Yeah, that's
thanks,
right.
Jen, for watching.
And obviously a very positive experience. Maybe we can find out, what she loves about Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost the most. Like, to me, it's obvious. From my experience, from what I've seen, physically being here, I've been watching it. I do like to watch, like the people watch. I just love how they're ready for customers at the front door. They're greeted with a smile. They're pleasant. They're informative. They're educated. They're passionate. And that, to me, even, and they know the consumers have 100 choices out there. This is why I would come here, because that stands out in my mind.
Yep, sure does.
Yeah, that really stands out in my mind, and I think they're doing an excellent job. And I understand why now, they have this core team that goes from location to location to open up, the new outposts, because you bring that same mentality, you stress it, you coach and train people on that same mentality. People are having a good time, and they should be having a big
party here. Why not? It's a grand opening here today.
And we're celebrating, because we're celebrating in our community, because we're opening up another local business, hiring local people, and that is awesome news, my friend.
And again, when a new business opens up locally, that is more money staying right here in the local economy, which is even better.
More money in the local economy is always a positive.
Always
news.
A positive.
Well, and listen, it's been a rough go here the last couple of years. A lot of negative news out there.
Yeah,
it's about time we start looking at some positive
news. And that's what I was talking with Jesse, who had a nice little chat with. They opened this in the midst of COVID.
Oh, right.
20. They've been around, since May of 2020, right in the grips of COVID. Right. You're not thinking of opening up a new business. Well, they did, and now it's thriving. Capped off right now at 21 for 21, and they've got some bigger plans for 2022 for all the stores.
Yeah, for 2022, some expansion, but just because they're doing it right.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about the logo. Did you ask about the logo?
I did not.
I've only been talking about the merch all day, Kinsman, and you didn't get me the answer. Right?
I didn't get.
I love the merch. I really do love the merchandise, but it's more than just merchandise.
Yeah.
It really is about how you're treated the minute you walk through the door to the minute you leave. That's the most important thing.
On your own little personal tour, when you walk through, you see, the bud tender with their iPad walking around, showing you the different products. And again, your own little chauffeur walking through your Miss Jones experience.
Well, that's right. And that's why, when you think about the place to get your products, maybe you're thinking, okay, well, I want to try a different product. I want to see what the benefits are. I want to see, what the cost would be.
Yeah.
I want to know, because it affects people differently. It has, different pulses on different people. I know if I'm going to come into, the Outpost, the Golden City Outpost, I'm going to get those answers, because I'm talking about people who are passionate about cannabis, and it matches the passion of a lot of the customers that we've seen come through the door today.
Yeah, sure does. There, we just got a new comment. I wonder if that's Jesse. No, that's Scott. There. What's hang on here?
Scott says,
"What Uncle Kinsman? What up?
You're the uncle, the old guy.
There's Scott.
You're the uncle.
Well, see what happened when you brought up my dad's sandals earlier.
You listen, those sandals. You don't have them on right now, do you?
No.
What do you got on?
Geez,
normal
I'm wearing
boots?
Boots. Dad boots.
You do wear you got a whole line of dad clothes. But even people with no fashion sense would love to come in here, kids. But just like, you don't need fashion sense.
No.
Right?
Right? No, my fashion sense is gone.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever. I have to see some old pictures to see if you had it. I think you should buy some, Miss Jones merch, and then you're rocking in the fashion, my friend.
I could.
Did you see the hats over there?
Yeah, hats are great. They got the hoodies over there.
Yeah.
And there's another young lady taking the experience, the Miss Jones Cannabis Golden City Outpost experience. Again, 10% off today for the grand opening and all week long for the grand opening week.
So imagine, let's say you are going, we could try something different now. Imagine you're going to buy a bathtub. and you walk through the door, is there someone greeting you at the door, ready with the tablet with all the information? No. And you got to walk through the big department store looking for someone to help you. Right. That's not good customer experience. That's not an experience. That's a very negative experience.
And the minute you walk through here, that experience,
it's
completely
different.
changes.
Well,
flips upside down.
Here's what I think the Miss Jones team did, and I'm guessing here, but it's a very good assumption. They've probably experienced a lot of negative customer experience in their life personally, because we all shop for something throughout our life. We do, whatever it may be. I think I've taken those learning curves and built it into a positive transaction here.
Yeah.
And you can really tell it stands out. I guarantee you, if you walk through the door, you'll notice that in the first 5 seconds. You're greeted with a smile, with the tablet, welcoming, and never mind the physical environment here, which we've been showcasing throughout the last few hours here, is tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely an amazing experience. And again, you go and chat. Obviously, that mural, the Miss Jones mural, and you're chatting with your bud tender. I want to know about this product, this product, this product. I didn't know this product existed, and this is the whole experience. Again, you've never been here. Grand openings today. Miss Jones, 2125 Riverside Drive is where we're at.
And this is about as new as a building can get for a business. Yeah. The soft opening was yesterday. The grand opening's today. So that's really 2 days of welcoming customers.
Yeah.
Come check them out, because we're really fortunate in our community when we have businesses like Miss Jones invest in our community. We already heard, a couple of them say the exact same things. A big thing for us is giving back to the community, not just taking from the community, giving back to the community.
Giving back to the community.
And that's good. So that is a reason to celebrate and be happy, because you have local folks here managing the store, assistant managing the store, working at the store. And one, Keenan I was talking to, he's like, I went through the orientation, a lot of it's online.
Yeah.
That's not his thing, right? But now he's physically in the store, talking with people, talking with customers, talking with the team from corporate. And he's the guy, he had a huge smile on his face. It's that physical, it's that interaction.
Keegan looks like he's having some fun here.
He is having some fun here, and he enjoys interacting with people. And that's the type of service that you're going to get here, my friend.
And there's Ryan Bolio. Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Ryan in a little while.
Maybe Ryan will pop in here. He's close by, AIM Recycling.
Yeah, that's right. Well, maybe it's a Saturday. It's his day off.
Well, that's it. It's his day off. But maybe he's just figuring out about the grand opening now. So this is the newest cannabis line on the planet, Miss Jones, Cannabis Outpost, Golden City Outpost. And again, Ryan, we're at 2125 Riverside Drive.
Which is where, Kinsman?
The Home Depot Plaza.
The Home Depot Plaza.
What's a plaza?
What is a plaza?
I don't know. Just the Home Depot parking lot.
Yeah, it's a Home Depot parking lot, which means, listen, you don't have to pay for a parking meter.
No.
You don't have to grab frozen change out of your pocket here. It's minus 100 and something today, at least feels like. Ample parking, even for the bad parkers. Like me, ample room. You're gonna park right close to the building.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk in. That all adds to a customer experience.
It does.
Imagine having to park 3 blocks down, have to pay for parking, don't have the change, walk 10 minutes in the cold, get your product, come back out. You got a parking ticket now.
That's a very negative customer
that's
experience.
Negative. This is right off the highway. People in Timbers like, I know where it is, Jamie. Knock it off. But we were telling you the benefits.
They know what a plaza is.
Yeah, that's right. So happy grand opening. Another one I got to try.
Yeah, you should, Ryan. 10% off all week long right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Grand opening.
10% off. And there's my guy right there, Keenan, learning the ropes.
Keegan learning the ropes and smiling as he's doing it. Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan.
There he is.
I called him Keenan. You told me his name was Keenan.
No, I said Keegan.
Right, that is Keegan. Keegan's he's loving his job, bud. And how often, I told you this before, Kinsman, I'm going to challenge you again to see if you know the answer.
Uh-oh.
How often do you see people at work, except us, because we love our job.
Yeah.
How often do you see people work really passionate and love their job and happy to be there? How often do you see that?
You don't see it too often.
No. And how often do you hear this? I got to go into work. It sucks. Can't stand my boss. My colleagues drive me crazy.
Right?
At least it's
you need the happy environment. Like if you use us, A year went by in a blink. Why? Because we had fun. We have fun doing what we do, right? I had no clue that a year would go by so quick. And a job, as they say, dead end jobs. Sometimes the year takes forever. It takes forever to get through a month, let alone 12 of them.
But that's what you're going to see here from the people that are working here and it says right on, the MissJonesCannabis.com webpage, they are looking for people who are passionate. You want me to prove this to you?
Let's prove this.
I'm going to prove.
You're going to prove this to the audience.
Yes, because
prove it to the Ryans out there who are just
you look like
finding
you're
out
not
about
believing
this.
me there.
Oh, I believe you.
You believe me?
I believe you.
Our people. Okay,
All right.
I'm going to read this verbatim to you. Okay,
we're going to let Klomp read.
All right.
Here.
The staff at our outpost also come from a wide variety of backgrounds, but all share a deep appreciation and understanding of cannabis and cannabis culture. In other words, the people you meet at Miss Jones know what's good and are happy to help you with whatever you may need. I told you. Well,
that was a great read. And again, underneath that little post online, it says "Join our crew." You know what happens when you click on that? You'll get the online form, and you could be working here with the likes of
There it is. You're actually right.
That's right. Full name, email, phone number, and can you read as good as Klomp?
That's right. And maybe I could attach your resume there, but those are the types. So I like that because the people that are working here have met that criteria, and we see it. It's obvious. No one, we haven't met a person who says, "Wow, they just hired me, whatever. It's just a job." These are people that are passionate.
Well, that's it. Bud tenders here are excited to come to work. They're excited to, shed their knowledge off to you, and then like the likes of Daniel. If it wasn't for Daniel, I wouldn't have known there was a lip balm out there that is THC and CBD infused. And again, under $10. So if you're looking for something to, relieve, there's some different health benefits with, the cannabis infused lip balms and bath bombs. You come and talk to the bud tenders here.
Yeah, come and talk to the bud tenders, and it's like their job to be. Now, I learned something else today.
What did you learn today?
I'm going to tell you something else that's awesome.
That it was cold outside? You
No,
forgot your
not
mitts?
good. Listen, I've been doing hard work today. I'm going to tell you something awesome that's so simple but so smart about how they set up their stores. Okay, you can't guess what it is, and I guaranteed you walk by it. So at the front, the hallway that we've shown that has all the awesome paintings.
All the paintings.
It's the front entrance, right? Now there's a table there with your sign-in book and the flowers. You know what's on that table?
iPads.
Oh, you didn't pay attention. There's a hard line phone. And I'm like, well, why is the hard line phone at the front of the store? Usually it's in the back, which I'm sure there's one. Okay. Usually it's behind the till, which I'm sure there's one. But there's also one at the front. And you know why?
And what's it do?
Well, it's a phone, so I don't think.
Well, yes.
But why is it there?
I'm going to say your customer experience would be you pick up that phone and it instantly dials the front desk so they can come and greet you and bring you in.
Wrong. No, wrong, Kinsman. The employee's always at the front to greet a customer. Always at the front, right? So there's when you come in here, you're always going to have you always will have someone greeting you.
Okay.
But what happens if they're standing at the front and the phone rings? The phone's right there for them to answer, so they never miss a phone call.
All right, so they never miss a phone call,
yes.
And they're there to greet every single customer that comes in to Miss Jones.
Yeah, because they're sort of, I'll call it like, what do you call it, waiting station? The area that they're going to be when you first walk into the Golden City Outpost is at the front. Now, if the phone was in the back, how would they be able to help out the customers who are calling in?
Yeah, very true.
And Hannah's telling me they get a lot of phone calls. Do you have this product in? Can you help me with this? So a lot of phone calls come in. They will never miss a phone call because the phone's up there. How cool is that?
Very cool.
I did a lot of homework.
Yes, you did. It was it was good.
I ask a lot of questions because, when we start talking about the culture, customer experience, I'm like, okay, well, show me. Prove that to me. And I've seen a lot of examples today where they proved it right. There's so many like little things that I think a lot of companies should adapt. I've been to convenience stores where there's a sign on the door that says "Gone to the washroom, be back in 10 minutes."
Back in 10.
And now you're
minutes.
standing outside, and you want to get gas for your car or whatever, a bingo ticket, a chocolate bar. You're not going to get that here because they are at the front waiting for you with the equipment to serve you, which is the tablet.
That's right.
When we say excellence in customer service, driving that, they want to win your business. That's what they're doing, and that's very exciting. That culture is here in Timmins.
Yep,
Super
sure
exciting,
is.
my friend. Sure it is. So Klomp has a good eye today.
Klomp has a very good, keen eye here today.
Klomp does have a very keen eye,
right.
and I like seeing it in action.
Right.
And I like watching the new employees orientate into the culture, to the Miss Jones culture, with that passion. And I love that they've invested in infrastructure here.
Yeah.
They've made it their own. It's beautiful and it's welcoming and it's calming. And I love that they're investing in our community. So once again, if there is opportunity, there is locations you can visit, but this is why
20 others.
20. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, there's 21 in the Miss Jones team, but we're saying as a consumer, you have options with anything in the walk of life. There's options. We can go to gas. There's options for contractors. It's the same in the cannabis business. But this is why we're telling you that the team at Miss Jones are doing it right. And it's more about than just the product, which excels here. Obviously, you're here to buy the product, but also the experience to me is number one, pal.
Yeah, number one experience. And again, it can begin tonight. Get yourself, acquainted with the new staff and the new products, and maybe some different products. Maybe a product that you're using, at other places. You're going to find it, a better experience over here. And again, Miss Jones Cannabis, Golden City Outpost. Start your visit right now. 2125 Riverside Drive. You're going to get 10% off today and all week long for the grand opening week.
Yeah, you're going to get it all for the grand opening week. And then you will find out about how they have, weekly specials for seniors and students. And check out their social media pages also. They're on Facebook, Instagram. They got some pretty awesome stuff. They got about specials that are going on, promotions, seasonal type stuff. They had something that was going on for Valentine's Day. Very cool. So check them out on social media. And I'm going to go back to the merch again. I know I've talked about this a lot, but I got to brag about it.
Hoodie by the end of the day here.
I really should, and you got to go to the webpage. I'm really looking for the one. I'm holding out for the Golden City Outpost T-shirt, and it's coming.
It's going to be coming.
It's going to come, and
it's going to be on the line of merch very soon. Probably online when you start seeing those bath bombs in there as well.
Bath bombs. Do you like bath bombs? No.
I like bath bombs.
Well, you should get yourself a bath bomb and a lip balm.
Well, again, who knew that bath bombs could be, THC and CBD infused bath bombs?
The answer
those
to
are
that?
the new products right now.
The employees here knew that.
Yes.
We didn't, or you didn't.
All you have to do is ask.
Kids in Klomp didn't, but we did. So maybe you come in and you don't know a certain product that you want, but you say, listen, I'm looking for these benefits. Then you can meet with someone here, and they will be able to tell you, well, here's your options.
Yeah.
They'll be ready to greet you. We already went through that.
Well, again, yes, you get your own little iPad in here, and then they'll take you through the experience.
Now, you
we had a bit of a rush
tablet,
there. It's eased off. We're getting close to dinner time. Dinner time now in the city. Let's.
Is it?
They're going to be continuing their grand opening.
I eat my dinners at 8 p.m. in front of the office on Netflix, but I guess you're talking about the standard dinner.
Well, that's a standard Saturday night dinner time. And again, so if you're coming in after dinner, make sure you take the 10% tour. You're going to get a 10% discount today.
Yeah, I like that.
And for the entire week. And again, talking to Jesse and his crew, Peter, James, and Daniel, and Hannah. They're all here to take you through the experience.
Yeah, take you through the experience, and they want to win your business. They've invested in our community. They've invested in infrastructure. They're investing in people who reside in Timmins, who you see in Timmins, and please give them an opportunity, and you're really going to be happy. You're going to be happy here.
Super happy. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Keegan's still around. He's still, he's
his
first day of orientation, doing the stock up. He's got one of the tablets right there, and Kinsman called it an iPad, but it's a tablet.
It's a tablet.
There it is. He just showed it to us on the Miss Jones cam. It is a tablet.
Ms. Jones.
Yeah, but they're going to be greeting you. So not too many businesses you go where they're out, they're at the front and they're greeting you with the products to service you. Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
You love it.
And again, Keegan getting all the inventory ready to go, putting back all the, I guess we touched the survival kits.
Did you move the survival kit out of place? Did you?
I think they adjusted it.
They adjusted it, right? Well, you know what? Because it is they take a lot of pride in the presentation of products here, right? So, and I like that, right? Everything's nicely placed, but it's, as you can see on the Miss Jones cam, it's a gorgeous location. We've done the 360 tour a few times tonight to show people what that's all about, and I think it's pretty awesome, my friend. Yeah, that's Ryan
there.
Yeah,
Ryan saying there? No.
Yeah, Ryan just giving you a shout out. Yeah.
He's just giving us a shout out. Yeah, Ryan, you need to check this out. And again, once you jump on with Miss Jones Cannabis, Golden City Outposts, you're going to see why there's 21 stores in the province.
That's right. And Timmins is number
21.
For what year?
2021.
You're on fire, Kinsman. And big plans coming up for 2022.
22, yes.
Yeah, big plans. Yep. And now we've learned what the first location was.
Yes, Fort York.
Was it Fort York?
Fort York.
Yeah. And number 21 was Timmins, all expanding across the province. Tremendous.
And again, no matter if you go to Fort York, store number 1, you go to Barrie, go to Welland, go to Stouffville, Timmins, they all have the same atmosphere. I'm sure Andy watching, looking behind, it looks similar to his store. Again, they want you to have that comfortable, at ease experience when you're shopping Miss Jones.
They really do, and they're doing it well, and it's a real pleasure to welcome them into our community.
Yeah,
we're really excited to have them here, and I'm really hopefully you got down to the questions of why this location, because I think it was an awesome chance. To get here. Did you ask those questions?
I didn't ask why they chose this location. They just said this was a perfect opportunity to expand with the Miss Jones experience. 20 other locations in the province. Everybody, we heard from, it was Jesse's comment saying, I love the Miss Jones cannabis experience. So now everything that, Jesse or Jen was stating in her comment, we can all experience here in Timmins.
And this is why you get, the awesome customer experience for all 2021. So, Jen was saying earlier on that, this is the best place to shop for her products. So imagine Jen goes on a trip. And maybe Jen's not from Timmins, maybe she's from Barrie or Wellington, but she wants to get some cannabis. She's in Timmins. She knows she's going to walk into the Golden City Outpost and get the same awesome experience, the same products, be welcomed the same way, care about her, care about her purchases the same way as the other 20. And that's smart branding, my friend.
Smart branding. And again, if she's on a road trip from no matter where, Jen is driving, she knows she's within earshot of 20 other businesses. Shout
out to Ryan. Great location, close to my work, walking distance.
Oh, there you go, Ryan.
Yeah, we're going to be excited to see it coming here because we know Ryan, he knows about all the locations in the city, and we really want Ryan to experience this and tell us what he thinks about the customer service, because what we've seen here today, Ryan, A+, treating people really well, and I think you're really going to appreciate the look here. It's like you were mentioning at the beginning, it reminded you of the board game.
The board game Clue, where Colonel Mustard is going to be coming out in.
Do you know all the characters from Clue? Mustard, Professor Plum, something.
Yes.
And is that it? Only 3? Never won in any Clue, but it's absolutely gorgeous in here. Super welcoming.
And again, it smells so nice. Aromatherapy with their smudging technique that they use here to make you more at ease.
Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to Ryan's feedback because he's been to some of the, he's been maybe to all the other stores in the community. And the Miss Jones team knows that there's options for the consumers. And they want to win you, but win you by proving it. we're saying it, but we're saying it because we've seen it. We've seen the passion, we've seen the dedication, and we're so happy that they've brought that for the 21st location into Timmins, Ontario.
That's
my
right.
friend.
So Ryan, if you when you come in here, let us know what your experience is, and we can relay it to the rest.
Yeah.
Who have yet to try, because this is the grand opening day. This is day number 1. Miss Jones, Golden City Outpost here in Timmins, 2125 Riverside Drive.
Right.
And amazing.
The Home Depot Plaza.
The Home Depot Plaza, walking distance from Ryan, just down the way from AIM there.
Right. That's right. Maybe part of the reason was that they looked at Ryan's address. Let's get him a place.
They said, you know what, this is going to be a frequent flyer. Ryan, they're catering. Look, that's them bending over backwards.
Yeah. Ryan's a good loyal customer.
He is a loyal customer.
So there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
And an awesome supporter of our show.
He is.
We love him for it.
Where's our merch? And
yeah,
again,
he's an awesome guy.
Ryan, always tuning in, and we thank you for it. And we thank you for joining us today for the grand opening. Again, it's always a treat being invited, and again, 20 other stores, the 21st store, to be a part of the grand opening for Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost and the Golden City Outpost here in Timmins is amazing.
And that awesome therapeutic smell.
Isn't it great?
I bragged about it before you this time.
Like it.
Yeah, you really do. You're a lot calmer today, Kinsman.
Well, it's the aromatherapy.
Is it the aromatherapy? I agree with you.
And again, it's that smudging feel, the smudging technique where let's say
Positive
they
vibes.
say leave the negative vibes at the door. It all disappears the minute you walk through Miss Jones.
Yeah, so there it is, pal. So, we really want to thank, the Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost team, specifically the Golden City Outpost team, which represents Timmins, Ontario.
Daniel, the store manager, James, the assistant store manager, Peter, the regional operations manager, Jesse, who we heard and saw on the show, regional operations manager, Keegan, who hopped on, and Hannah, the bud tender, who was here.
Yeah, all of them very welcoming, very kind. And Ryan is one of our experts. Appreciate him checking in, and everyone else that did today. And officially, welcome.
It's open.
Welcome, Miss Jones Cannabis Outpost, the Golden City Outpost to Timmins, Ontario. We love that you're here, and thank you for this, my friend.
That's it.
They did an amazing job. So please give them an opportunity
and give back to your local small businesses. That's
right. Shout out to the Miss Jones team.